203, the police are requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish Social Club at number 19 Park Street, West Rock Street.
Hi, you're watching the movie Canon? Watch Geo.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I'm Giovanni, and this is Figures Talk, episode number 14. And we have a stacked panel again here tonight. But of course, every episode of Figures Talk has to have my co host. So you guys know him as Mr. Danny Spachka.
Meow.
Who wants a creamy, delicious milkshake?
Mr. Danny Spachka, how you doing?
What's up, Gio? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Are you excited of The Boys that's coming out in a few days?
I only have a few days to go, everybody. I've been waiting 2 years for the season to come out, but it feels like it's been a solid 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Like even Gen V feels like it was 2 years ago, man. Like I'm so excited. I'm so ready. Jeffrey Dean Morgan posted I guess I don't want to say a introduction to his character post today, but just a tease to his role in the show, and I couldn't be more excited, man. Hopefully this Thursday we'll be doing some sort of live stream recapping the first 3 episodes, so everybody watch Thursday and make sure you get caught up.
Nice. So thank you again for being on here. My co-host, Mr. Danny Spachka, the Figures Talk champion, since he did retain his title last week. So let's bring in the rest of the panel, as I like to call them, my Canon Council. So let's bring in, let's see, who should I bring in here first? Actually, all the Canon Council members have not been on Figures Talk before. So let's begin with the one that has been on at least my channel. He's been on the Met Report before, but not Figures Talk. So let's bring him in here, Mr. Adam. How are you doing, Adam?
I'm doing great. I'm here with Gio and the champion, Danny.
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Adam?
I'm looking forward to it. Let's roll.
I'm excited, brother.
I'm excited to have you on here again, Adam. Like I said, you were in the Met Reports a few weeks ago. We had a really long-ass stream. The Met Report was over 3 hours. And,
Dude, it was 3.5 hours, bro.
Probably it
Yeah,
was.
there was a lot of movies to talk about,
Oh yeah. So I'm glad to have you on here again, Mr. Adam. And then you're gonna play Keep, Gift, or Destroy for the first time.
I saw last week, so
we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Then maybe it won't be too bad for you. My next guest, again, he has never been here before. You can find him on his channel, Collecting Madness, and on Hot Toys Hotline, Mr. Chris. How you doing? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I didn't know we were live.
Okay, yes, you're live. All right, so
what's up, guys?
We're live. We're doing it now.
all right.
Good to be here.
Thanks
Thanks
so much
for the
being here,
invite.
Chris. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I just told I told Connor before on Hot Toys Hotline that I just started watching you guys not too long ago, and then I shared a stream with you guys on a Bricks show, the Bugle 6. So you guys are very knowledgeable. So I was like, let's have Chris on here. You accepted the invitation, so thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate that, man. And like Adam was saying, if you're not pumped to talk figures after all those intros, man, that gets the blood flowing. And the fact you got Tony up on here too, that's awesome.
Oh yeah. And again, thank you so much for being here. The remaining members of the Canon Council are also here. Now, the next guest here, he has been on both. Actually, he's only been here on Figures Talk before, so you guys know him by numerous of names. One of them is SpongeBob SquareBalls and Classy Thomas. Thomas, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Sorry I'm late, but
How
hey.
dare you, Thomas?
Oh man! Hey, listen to me. I'm rhyming and everything. See, I come in bringing spirits of joy. So I'm glad to be here.
It's always a
I even
pleasure
got my
to see you, bro.
I even got my Bob Ross on. So
Okay.
you know.
I see you.
Yes.
I've always wanted to see the face and meet the person behind that name. Like now that
Right.
I said it,
Oh,
Bob
nice.
Ross?
yeah.
Oh,
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, okay.
In the flesh. So there you go.
Yeah, here I am. It's good to be here.
Thank you, Thomas, for being on here. I know you were you had a long stream with the Ben Thomas show, so thank you so much for still
Yes.
having some energy here and to being able to be here with us.
You're a marathoner.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Classy's like Dominic Toretto at the end of Tokyo Drift. He's like, I've got nothing but time. He's like, this is my life, bro. I'm doing whatever I want, bro.
There you go.
I like it.
All right, and so again, thank you so much, Sir Thomas. My next and final guest of the night, first time here. I met him at CaliCon not too long ago. You guys know him as El Profesoro. Mario, how you
Hey,
doing?
What's going on, fellas?
Mario.
Doing good, man. Happy
Oh, it's kind
Sunday
of breaking
here.
up. Oh, there you go. It was breaking up there for a
Oh,
second.
was it breaking up? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
There you
I'm
go,
on. All right. Am I good? Am I good? You guys hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
sir.
good now.
Cool. How you guys doing, man? Happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Thanks for having me on. And yeah, saw some figures,
Dude,
man.
thanks for
How's everybody
coming,
doing?
dude. I'm
Yeah,
excited to finally
you
stream with you,
beautifully
bro.
bearded man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.
And
Get a stacked panel here. All right.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
and
Love it there.
Mario doesn't know this, but when I
Mhm.
first started collecting, we started looking online, YouTube, who talks about these figures, right? That we just started to buy, and one of the first people that I saw on YouTube was Mario. He was at the 1/6 scale, the Mafia show, and he's always on there, right? So that was the first time I saw Mario on there, and he always has some great input. And I never thought that I would have Mario here. So thank you so much, Mario.
Wow.
And
No, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I
Thanks so
just
much,
want to
sir.
say, I'll attest, like, I love hearing him talk too, and I don't even know if he remembers me, but I was like, my first ever appearance on YouTube before I started a channel was on Jay's channel, Brother Cousins. So I
yeah.
believe he did
Oh wow, nice,
Yeah.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got one of the most iconic 1/6 scale voices, I think, for sure.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
It's
guys.
recognizable. If it was just played by itself, you'd know who it was.
Mhm.
Gio is recreating and remaking the Expendables movies with these panels, dude. Like week to week, just bring stacked panels, bro. Gio.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
job,
yeah.
bro.
I just try to get at everyone who's involved in the community, right? We're all
Right.
talking about the same things. We're all enjoying the same things. So
yeah.
let's just be on the show, right? So there's quite a few comments there. So let me start with those here. The first one is Mr. Brick Artemis saying, "What is up? Awesome panel tonight. Thank you so much, Brick, for being on here again. Greatly appreciate it in the live chat. Always supporting the channel, so we do appreciate that. Hit the like button on your way in tonight. Thank you so much, Brick, for that. So yeah, please go ahead and do that because I'll probably forget the rest of the night. But thank you, Brick. And Mr. Chris just warming up the chat there. Madness says Brick, and same thing with Adam, warming up the chat as well. And the music says Brick. I think he's referring to the intro song, is what I'm guessing there. What's up, Spotchkaholics, says Mr. Danny Spotchka there. And then Adam says, if you're not pumped to talk figures after Gio's intros, then you need a pulse check. Yeah, I think that's what you mentioned earlier. So. And another one right here, hit the like button on the way in or out. Definitely hit the button though. Yeah, thanks so much, Danny. Let's see. We have Tyler. I'm sorry. Hammond Tree.
What's up,
Yo,
Tyler?
Danny. Thank you so much for being on here. Never seen you in the live chat.
That's
before.
one of the apprentices at my studio.
Oh,
one of my
nice,
friends,
nice,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
nice. Well,
Good to see you,
welcome, welcome, Tyler. So we have Tijuana Mike, aka King
Hey.
Churro. What's up, fellas? Hello there, TJ. TJ Mike. I didn't get a chance to meet you at CaliCon. I went the day that you had already left. But I know there were several photos of you and the group photos for the CaliCon. So I kind of feel like I met you, even though I didn't. But thanks so much for being here in the live chat. Okay, so it looks like we're all caught up here. So let's go ahead and begin by. Actually, let me just tell the viewers here. So some of the topics that we're going to talk about, you guys have probably already seen, the Spider-Man black suit, the Hermione Inart figure. So we'll talk about that. But the difference here tonight is because I have 3 council members tonight that have never been on Figure Stock. So I have 3 separate keep, gift, or destroys.
Damn.
This should be a lot of fun. So,
so what you're saying is breeze through those topics is what you're saying.
I knew that question he had asked me was going to bring some pain.
Yeah. So, and then I'll explain everything to you guys in just a bit. I know Mario's played a version of it when we did the CaliCon interview, so he has a bit of an idea there.
Wait, hold the hell up, Gio.
Yeah.
Are you about to tell me that I'm about to go up against El Professor?
Oh no. No,
no, come on.
Well, no, hold on. Because I'm asking, like, is he going to be like competing champion tonight or no? Like fighting up against somebody? Who's going up against each other tonight?
No one is. I mean, there's going to be a Figure Stock matchup tonight. I'm gonna start to collect.
You're safe, Danny. Don't worry about it, brother.
He said you safe from these hands for now, bro.
It just hit Danny. I was like, wait. Is
right.
Mario?
I was like, wait a second, bro. I was like, wait a minute. Now, okay, I see.
Well, I mean, if he wants to, I'm not gonna deny him if he wants to be. But it's not gonna be tonight.
I'm game for whatever you guys want to do, man. Let's just have some fun.
Right.
Dude, I will let you know, dude. I would be honored, but I know for a fact he won't whoop my ass. So,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no matchup tonight though. It's just I'm gonna start to gather some people who want to be part of it. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Let's begin with where's the first topic here? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we have the Peter Parker black suit, or the symbiote figure that was released earlier this week, right? So it feels like it wasn't that long ago that this just went up for pre-order. So this is again from the PS5 game. And I think this figure looks awesome. It looks great. I was very tempted. One of those figures that I was very tempted of actually buying something that wasn't really budgeted for me to try to purchase, because I tried to do that. This one was definitely not in, and I saw that it was released, and I was like, oh shit, this looks pretty damn good. So I was kind of like trying to see if I can get them. But as you see here in Sideshow, last time I checked, you can still pre-order it. I don't think it's waitlisted yet, so that's the status on Sideshow right now.
I checked a few minutes ago. It's still available.
It's still available. Great. Okay, thank you for letting me know there. So let's look at the movie canon figure file. So again, this is from Spider-Man 2, the PS5 game. The release date of this game was October 20th, 2023. Platform PlayStation 5. Developer is Insomniac Games. And I already mentioned my thoughts or brief thoughts on this figure, but there's a lot of you guys here, so I want your thoughts there. So let's begin with Mr. Mario El Profesoro. What are your thoughts on this Peter Parker black suit figure?
It came out amazing, man. The final product, it came out really, really nice. I've been looking at all of these reviews for the past week, man, and everyone that I've seen, Justin and Jetta recently, man, they look absolutely amazing. I've got this figure on pre-order, and not that long ago, I was considering whether or not if I wanted to hold on to it or not. But after the release photos hit, I'm glad I decided to keep it, man. It's a beautiful looking figure, and it's something. It's different, man. It's our first. I think it's our first version of this. What was it? The Amazing Spider-Man 300, or akin
Wars.
to the Black Suit Spider, the Secret Wars, right? Yeah.
Yep. Secret Wars.
Akin to the Black Suit Spidey, man. At first, regarding that symbiote texture, I was kind of weary about it at first, but I mean, after seeing all the video reviews, I mean, I think it looks great. I really do, man. So, and this exclusive head sculpt looks amazing, man. And the fact that you can actually remove the head, you know, from the transforming symbiote head, and basically replace it with like another Peter Parker head sculpt or whatever. I've been seeing the photos around the web too. They look really good, man. So, yeah, another amazing release, and Spider-Man on top of it too, man, with the black suit. Oh, yeah. I know some people are kind of like iffy with the extra spider claws, but I like them, man. I really do. I think it it's different, and it just adds presence to the display, man. You know, and I love like this that last shot right there that you just showed. You know, with the claws out, the way that it's posed, right there. That is nice. All the accessories that it comes with, the new webs, it really looks good, man. They did an amazing job with it. So, yeah, it's coming home. Definitely be coming home, man.
This right here, this picture, that's what really tempted me to try to get him.
Yeah.
Because of this right here, and then I'm getting the Tom Holland, the red and blue suit figure as well. So that's what I was like, maybe I should try to get him, but yeah, so very, very tempting. Let's throw this at let's throw it to, how about you, Classy Thomas?
Love it. That's a this right here just takes me back to when the suit first came out in the comic books. And you know, I think when you think of certain heroes, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, these are all iconic. They all have iconic costumes, and you can't imagine anything else being on them. But when this black suit came out, even though it was, I'm glad it was temporary, and I'm glad he went back to the old original. But just having that symbiote transform into that awesome black suit, this was so clean and so crispy in the comic books. I mean, I was in love with it. So when they finally put this out, I was like, oh yes, I am on it. Now I don't really need the extra arms. I don't feel like I would want to necessarily display them with them, but I'm still deciding, because I think I had to go back and check. I think I ordered two of them. I think I ordered a deluxe, and then I ordered a standard, just in case I wanted to have one to display without using the claws. But I love this. I think this is amazing, and just about every black suit that Hot Toys has announced, I have pre-ordered. So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of black suits in my cabinet, but I can't wait. I think this looks phenomenal.
Yeah, and I haven't played the game, so I'm not much of a gamer. My little brother's a big fan of these games, and I know he pre-ordered this, but I was very tempted of getting this. Like I really, really was. Yeah. But how about you, Chris? Collecting Madness. What are your thoughts?
So, I'm very picky with what comes like in the display. Like if you know me, I'm kind of like that, and I haven't played the second game yet. I'm still kind of cracking at it with the first one because I just started diving into these games. And dude, every time I see another one of these suits, I'm just so tempted to just dive into it. And this was the first one it literally might push me over the edge because it's such a clean, simple look. Yet it's like elegant and like detailed, and it's just stealthy. Yeah. Me personally, I love my accessories. So like, if I was to pick this up, he would definitely have the extra legs on and stuff like that. I love that they added the factor of him looking like an actual symbiote with the suit. Like, it almost seems like you can tell there's another suit underneath, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like it looks like he's encased, and I love the smokiness in the eyes and the etching of the spider logo. Like it's just a really, really sick piece. And the fact that they gave us that sculpt that you can just see his actual like original mask, and that's like a cherry on top, just a little bit of that pop of color. And El Professor said that you can take that apart and put it like any head sculpt you want in there.
Yeah.
They've shown pictures of that.
Dude, that alone would make it worth it. So yeah, if it's not sold out, I might have to really, really think about this one because I do not want to miss out if I don't have to. But yeah, it's a dope piece for sure.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, the exclusive is still available. Listen, I just checked it right now. I thought it was on waitlist actually, man. So.
Yeah, it's still pre-order. Pre-order status. Yeah.
Snap.
So let's throw this at Mr. Adam. So what are your thoughts?
So I don't have a PlayStation, so I haven't played the game. I have an Xbox and a Nintendo Switch. My daughter uses. But like Thomas, I'm of the era when actually you can see it up there, the Secret Wars. I don't know if you can see it kind of that way. And then I have Amazing Spider-Man 300 framed up there. Those are my original comics.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit there.
That.
There's you can see the
Nice.
Secret Wars right above Black Widow.
Keep the Rick
So
Grimes, by the
I
way,
came
those
of age of the era when that originally came out. Those were my original comics, and I remember getting one of my favorite toys, the Mattel Secret Wars figures, and I had of the black suit Spider-Man. So this is an outfit that I've loved, and obviously he went on to to become Venom, that suit, the symbiote suit. I'm a fairly new Hot Toys collector, so this wasn't on my radar screen until this came out last week, and I saw this and I just happened to check. Do they still is this waitlisted? I'm gonna get on the wait list, and I saw, wow, you can still order this, so I ordered it.
Nice.
This looks so faithful to the game, and as you guys mentioned, the added draw of that half symbiote, half red and blue costume mask on it looks awesome. And then you can take it off and put. I saw some of the videos where they had Tom Holland, they had Tobey Maguire head sculpt on there. So there's so much versatility that you can use that for. It's already, you can see I made a space there right above Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 300, where he's going to go. So I'm very much looking forward to this figure.
And so you pre-ordered it? Was it on Sideshow?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it the day they released it. Again, this wasn't on my radar screen, and I maybe because it was a video game, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was too.
I'm just sticking. I'm sticking to the MCU, and I saw this. I'm like, you know what? This will look pretty awesome up there. So I ordered it.
Yeah, and when I say that I was tempted, I mean day one, order this figure. I even hit up Zord, because you know how he gets his figures day one basically. I even messaged him just to get some information, but I didn't end up doing it. But Mr. Danny Spotchka, what are your thoughts?
I unfortunately still do not own a PS5. I don't play too many video games.
Oh yeah, that's
but I do love the black suit. One thing about this suit, though, I'm not a big fan of like the lines in the suit. I think they're a little unnecessary. It's one thing that's kind of putting me away from this release, right? And making me kind of just want to wait for either Tom Holland's suit or the Secret War suit or whatever they do in the MCU, right? So I'm on the fence, right? It's a beautiful looking costume. It came out really, really, really clean. I love the symbiote coming over the red suit. Overall, though, the lines were, because like I'm pretty close to my collection, right? So I'm chilling right here where you guys are, and then the collection's right here. So I see pretty close details on that. So the lines would kind of throw me off on this. Right now I'm going to say pass.
Okay. Let's go into live chat. Mr. Yomo is dropping by. Yo, what's up, everyone? Yomo won last week the 1/6 scale Mondo Wolverine. So let me know when you get that, Yomo. But thank you so much for dropping by here. Greatly appreciate it there. Tim Harvey saying, here for the Marvel 85 Hot Toys figure talk. Let's go for a seamless Avengers Hulk figure. Tim Harvey, I don't think I've seen you in the live chat either. So welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by, for being here. Brick says, such a beautiful figure. And I would totally agree with that. It's good to see Adam, Profi, and Classy on the panel. Definitely. Hopefully Sideshow ships out sooner than later, although lately we've been seeing a lot of delays. I heard that some people are still waiting for their
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, really. Oh,
dude, dude, Joey just got his Catwoman. What was it, a few weeks ago?
Oh yeah.
Catwoman, right. Bro. That shit came out in like January, man. Come on now. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Sideshow, you need to be doing better, man.
Yeah, for sure. Low-key collector, Mr. Calvin. My dudes are in the building. Sup, y'all? Hello there, Mr. Calvin. Thanks so much for dropping by here. I still have to watch Bad Boys, but I'll let you know how I feel about it. Let's see here. Looks like
made a lot of money this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it did pretty well. It definitely did pretty well. The next one here, I wasn't sure if I was going to bring this up. I'm just going to bring this up real quickly, guys. I'm not really that interested, but if you guys are, if you guys want to talk about it, this is the Iron Man Mark 7 figure. Let me show it up here. Hold on a sec. There you go. I don't own a single Iron Man because I'm not really collecting MCU characters unless it's Spider-Man. But I mean, this looks good to me. But I think I would get the one from Endgame. I forgot which Iron Man it is.
Yeah,
85.
Yeah.
But this one, I guess it's like an open figure or whatever. I don't know if some people like that or not. But let's throw this at Mr. Mario. Did you pick this up?
No, I haven't picked it up, but I actually do want this in the collection. I think I'm one of the few that actually wants this particular figure. I mean, I've been collecting Iron Man for a while, man, and I went back and checked inventory, and I've got a decent amount. So, you know, one of the first things I want to do now that I'm going to reshuffle the collection is actually get the Hall of Armor display up. So nice. I want to put up like the entire, you know, if I can fit every figure that I have, just like on a single shelf. And I think this open suit will actually complement the display that I actually have set up. You know, I like things like this. The lights in here look beautiful. All the details that they captured from the inside of the suit. You know, this is basically the Mark 7 open suit that was in the beginning of Iron Man 3 after Tony had that panic attack, you know, in that restaurant. And it looks great, man. But it's just I'm actually kind of surprised to hear that the desire for this thing is very low. There's not that many people that actually want it. You know, the demand for this thing. So, but it's actually waitlisted on Sideshow. Now I've found it elsewhere.
Okay. For anyone else in the panel, did anyone else pick this up? No.
I didn't pick this up. Nah.
Okay.
I am picking up an Iron Man tomorrow though. So.
Oh yeah, which one?
Which one?
Mark 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, the reissue. Nice. Yeah, that or like
2.0.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, but like it's between that and like the Mark 6. You know, it's just like the classic 1 and 2 for me. Those suits are probably the goated suits for me. I'm not too big on the nanotech suits. This is a cool release, but it's like you kind of have to have a Tony to go with it, and they didn't really give you a Tony to put with this one. You know, you have your mech suit test Tony. You have Joey, you know, he kit bashed Tony in a suit, but like this one, you kind of have to go back in the toolbox and look for that old school Iron Man 3 Tony, right? And it's an all right figure, but it's a little dated now. So I don't know, man. Like it'd be cool. Like I said, you know, Mario said he's gonna get the Hall of Armor display, and this would be really cool. Just kind of I imagine if you put it on like a turntable, dude, that would be pretty sick. But yeah, not for me.
Is this was this figure cheaper than if you had a head sculpt? Is it cheaper than the other Iron Mans? Does anyone know?
This thing is like,
I don't know.
What, 400 I think or something like that?
Oh, wow.
So it's still pretty
because it
pricey.
still lights up in the back and does all those moving parts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm wondering, is this still articulated, or is it like?
I think the fingers are.
I don't think it is.
What the fuck?
I started noticing
any other photos besides this. So.
Yeah.
I heard both that it does, and then I heard that it doesn't. So I have no idea. But it's like that's why I was curious about the price because of the articulation, and then there's no head sculpt. So
See, me
like, it's got to be cheaper.
If it doesn't move, this is just a statue with some LEDs in it. No. Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Pretty
in
much,
that case, I'm not spending more than 150 bucks on this max.
Wow,
That's ridiculous, bro. If it doesn't articulate, bro, that's not a hot toy. That's a hot statue. What the fuck?
Right. Anyone have any thoughts on this before we move on to the next one?
The only thing I wonder is this the first stage in you know, we're seeing with the Darth Vader Obi-Wan Kenobi figure how that is plugged into USB. Is a 3.0 Iron Man or some 2.0 Iron Man going to be a USB plug-in, and they're going to get rid of the batteries? Because I think that might be a draw for a lot of people to upgrade.
So yeah,
You know that's
eventually
what
future figures.
You know that's what they're gonna do, bro. Like 20th anniversary
so.
comes up for Iron Man, they're gonna reissue the whole 1 through 7, bro, and then people like Joey are gonna just have a mental breakdown and probably retire from Iron Man collecting. Because dude, the Iron Man makes them so much money. I don't see them stopping making any of these suits, honestly, especially the original 7. They're going to continue to pump these things out until Marvel just reboots itself altogether.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's waitlisted on Sideshow. It was listed for $370.
Oh wow.
And It's USB powered, if that counts for anything.
Oh,
So you don't
okay.
have to worry about those dumb batteries. But I will say, like, the fact you don't have an Iron Man, I think, and I can say this, I know Connor says this with me, I think you have to have at least one Iron Man. There's nothing like an Iron Man unboxing. Like, the way the packaging is, like the foam case,
The foam.
to the die cast, like, feel of them, like,
It's cold too, man.
that's what I'm saying.
Dude, you know what it feels like? It feels like, because I've owned like 4 or 5 Ironmans now. Now, if you consider Mark III tomorrow, that's 6, right? So, dude, every single time it feels like Tony in the cave, right? When he starts clanking and building his first mask, you're like, dude, this is badass.
I missed out on the Mark 7s, like both, even when they reissued it. And that's kind of the one that I want. I don't know. I'd welcome a 3.0. I know there's a lot of people who probably wouldn't or are tired of them doing that. But
you can still find the Mark
I have the
7
Mark
2.0.
85, which is good. It's endgame, but like most of my Marvel stuff that I have now kind of goes more towards 2012. Like, they're from endgame, but 2012 stuff. And then I do have some of the original, like the Hulk and Bruce Banner 2-pack or whatever. So I kind of want the Mark 7 to go with all of that. But I think unless you're like a super hardcore Iron Man fan, like Profi was saying there, I don't think it would be a good pickup unless you had something to go with it, because it's more like a diorama than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a very, very expensive accessory, what I heard as well.
Yeah.
And by the way, Madness, you can get the Mark 7 2.0 still relatively cheap in BTS groups, and I think it's a phenomenal figure. That's, I think, one of the first or second Iron Man figure that I picked up.
At this point, I'd rather trade my Mark 85 towards it. Like, I don't know what the worth is, like, for each of them. So I don't know if I'd have to front.
Mark 7, at last I checked, is around 400 right now.
I
Easily.
would
It's not
definitely
bad.
put towards it.
Mr. Classy Thomas, did you have any thoughts on this figure before we move on to the next one?
Not really. I mean, it's nice looking, but I think I have a couple of Iron Mans, and I've got the quarter scale, which I like a lot. But you know, I don't know. I'm not one who, I don't even know the names of the different armors, like the Mark this or Mark that.
I have trouble with that too.
I can't tell one from the other. All I know is it's I got Iron Man. Okay. And when people say which one, I say, I got Iron Man. Okay. And so,
well, Thomas, is it easier for them to ask you from what movie it is?
I would think so.
I got Iron Man.
Okay.
I couldn't even. Well, I think that one of them. I think this one, the quarter scale, might have been from the Spider-Man movie, the Homecoming. I think it might have been the Homecoming armor.
Wasn't that Mark 50 then?
I don't know.
Mark
They
50.
didn't make a
Mark
quarter scale
40
Homecoming.
coming.
I got
Yeah,
Iron
I
Man. I know that.
If you got a quarter
And,
scale Iron Man, you probably got a Mark 42.
Mark 3 or 42.
Mark 3 or 42.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mark 3, yeah.
So yeah, and so I have a small one in my display, and the only thing I can tell you is that it's red and gold. So so I've got Iron Man, a small one, and I got a big one, and then I have the Midas one because I really do like that solid gold one. But other than that, I don't really go all in on that. However, I do like the die-cast ones. I'm not a big fan of the plastic ones, even though they do a great job of making the plastic look like metal. I like the weight of it, because I actually got the rescue armor also because I bought that at a really cheap sale, and that rescue armor is heavy too. It's die-cast, and when I picked up that box and took it out of the box, it's like, this figure is heavy. This is Pepper Potts. So yeah, but and this is very cool looking. Don't get me wrong. I think it's amazing looking, and it's great to see the cool lights on the inside. But I think you got to be a hardcore Iron Man fan to really go all in on it and really have that great appreciation. But I am glad for all the fans of Iron Man that they finally put a USB Iron Man figure up. That is because those stupid. I don't even put in the batteries for any of the figures. I don't use them because they're useless and they burn out as soon as you put them in.
Yeah.
Okay. Just very quickly here, and I'm like very, very quickly. How about the black and gold Iron Man exclusive that was just dropped?
Dude, they
earlier
love
week?
this Mark 7, don't they?
I passed.
Yeah.
It's fan
did you-
favorite, man.
It's beautiful.
Did
I don't
anyone
want
did anyone pick him up?
Yeah, I got it.
Channel?
I passed.
Oh, you did.
Look,
Yeah.
all jokes aside, dude, this is actually one of the best repaints they've done for Iron Man, in my opinion. I said this on Carver Drop. I love the black that they went with this. It's almost like a magenta purple-ish black, and it pops really, really well with that gold, dude. Like, even the base with this one looks sick. Like, man.
But so when I first looked at that, I thought they were making a Hornet. You remember not the Wasp?
Oh, Wasp, but yeah, the Hornet.
Yeah, I thought they were making a Hornet figure, and but usually it has those big shoulder pauldrons. And I said, no, that's Iron Man. I said, Iron Man's not supposed to be black and gold, but he looks amazing. But I don't really have an interest in him either.
He does look really good. You know, the
does.
colors
He's a great
actually
looking figure.
stand out really good. I wasn't really interested in this, but it's exclusive. I know it's sold out. I know there was issues with Sideshow, people trying to get them and everything. But anyone else have any other thoughts on this one before we move on to the next one here?
I thought that the Coca-Cola canned version was a lot cooler with the color scheme of a Coke can, where it was this silver and this red.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Mark III? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one is you have to. It's like a giveaway, isn't it? That's the only way for you to get it.
Yeah, it was
Make it
like
20.
limited to 20 or something. And I'm like, of
Yeah.
course, one of the coolest repaints you do is limited to 20, but then you'll,
Yeah.
good old Howie Chan.
Yeah. All right. So those were the ones that I didn't really have on the list here because we were just going to talk about them real quick here. So let's move on. Actually, let's look at the live chat because I haven't done that. Give me a second, guys. So we'll do that. Okay. So we have. Oh, I think you guys were just talking amongst yourselves there. Okay, so we're caught up. All right, so let's move on to the next topic here, and let me just do this real quick here.
I'm Hermione Granger, and you are? Pleasure.
A Hermione Granger Inart figure has been released. Well, not released, but it's ready for pre-order. So we had the Ron Weasley that was just put up for pre-order. What it was like last month, right? Yeah, in May.
Yeah.
And then before that, last year it was Harry Potter. So we have the trio. We have the main three here, and I don't think this figure looks as good as Ron or Harry, but I still think she looks pretty good, right? Now it's almost $600, so I mean, there's a bit of a concern there, considering the legs, the knees that we'll be talking about in just a bit. Hence the Megan appearance there earlier. So let's open this figure file. So again, this is from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone, from this side of the world. It came out on November 16th, 2001. Studio/distributor Warner Brothers. The reaction from the critics and the general audience is as follows. 81% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 201 reviews. 82% of the audience gave it a positive review out of over 250,000 submissions. The worldwide box office, and this is from 2001, that's a little over $1 billion, which is massive. And the budgets of these movies, they weren't that much at the time, maybe like $150 million, or whatever the case might be there. And on Win6 Kit, if you were interested in getting Hermione Granger Inart figure, it is $586, expected to ship between the first quarter to the second quarter of 2025. The pre-order cutoff date is July 4th, 2024. I didn't see a standard version, at least not a sculpted hair version of Hermione. I thought I heard somewhere that they didn't do one, but I could be wrong. But
That's
booted
what I heard
hair.
also.
Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, I was looking for it because I needed to, wanted to showcase the price, but I didn't see it anywhere. So, and then I heard that maybe they just didn't do it. So we have all these accessories, and I mean, I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. I wouldn't say like a hardcore fan, but I thought they were great films. I was excited of watching this when they came out in theaters. I did watch all of them in theaters. I read the books starting from Goblet of Fire all the way into the end. So great movies and books. Ron also tempted me very much so to try to get him, but then I didn't get Harry, so there was no point in me trying to like get Ron and then later Hermione.
Right.
I'm sure I could have gotten Harry, but it was just going to cost me even more than it already costs for you to get an Inart figure in the first place, right? So good figure. They definitely have to fix the legs, and I know they mentioned something in on the Facebook Inart page, which we'll get into that in just a bit here. But let's throw this to Mr. Danny Spotko. What were your thoughts on this figure?
You know, honestly, I'm not too big on Harry Potter. I watched him as a little Spotchka kid, and I don't think I've rewatched him since, to be honest with you. You know, these figures are really cool, not up my alley, but I'm happy that they're available for a lot of collectors, just because it opens the door for possibilities for other IPs. You know, I've mentioned like Terminator, The Boys, Stranger Things, you know, name them all, The Walking Dead. Hell, a lot of people were already getting Game of Thrones from Inart. So it's just, like I said, a good window of opportunity. The Megan knees on this thing, like I said on Copper Drop, this is ridiculous. I don't know why. Maybe it's just spark some conversation or some hype, but yeah, not for me. But you know, you look at these photos and I can't unhear her voice with, you know, her little, like, how old was she, like 8 in this movie? Like her little British, like, I'm Hermione Granger. Yeah, so she just reminds me of Omega in this movie with her voice.
Wait a minute, was that you, or was that, or did he play a clip? Because
oh no, he played a clip.
Okay, because I was like, that sounded really, really, really accurate. I was like, if that was you,
I did not play no clip. So, so
I'm just good at impressions.
So, that was kind of disturbing, Danny. I'm gonna say that kind of was.
Dude, you spend enough time in retail stores, you just kind of sit there and just start doing impressions of different movie characters.
that was great though. Any other thoughts on this, Danny?
No, they need to fix the Megan knees, dude. Yeah.
And speaking of that, okay, so this is what that they put there on Facebook, on the Inart Collectibles page. You guys can see that. Yeah, you can see. It says, we've heard your comments about the legs. We will be looking at seamless options based on the comments and feedback from collectors. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. What do you think that means, Danny?
Well, personally, that means one of two things. Number one, they're giving us 2 sets of seamless legs, right, where they're sculpted. One where she's sitting down. That way you have that option. Or number 2, yeah, I don't actually have a number 2. I think that's kind of the only option there, right? Like, I don't see them giving her like Bison body legs. Like, that would be weird. So, just put a metal frame in there and put rubber around it. Damn it, I don't know. Like, that's a Bison body, I know, but still, like, Inart, come on, you can charge how much? $580 something for this little girl, but you can't give her seamless knees right off the bat. Like, that's something that I don't feel like should be. We have to speak out about, you know, like, you're Inart, bro. Like, you are the company that's making the most realistic figures on the planet.
Exactly.
Why the hell is there?
Exactly.
Why did you amputate her knees, dude? What?
Yeah. Right.
Well, you know, they put in pop in. I mean, they have seamless arms that they can pop in, and these legs for these figures pop in at the hip joint. So all they need to do is make a seamless leg that has that same hip connector, and you can just click the leg, click that full leg, seamless leg in there, and it should be kind of like, for example, Wonder Woman by Hot Toys. Wonder Woman has seamless legs that pop in for Hot Toys.
Yeah.
So they can do it. I hope they don't cheap out and do like a sitting or a standing leg, because you might want to do more than just have her stand with stiff legs or have her sit in a chair. That's for almost $600. that is unacceptable as an option.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they
Mario,
could probably, I was going to say they could probably split at the thigh as well and just implement the magnetic swap outs like they did with the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Good
like
point.
that,
Good
you know?
point.
So that way you just, you're not going to see the upper thigh at all. Just keep it completely seamless from the thigh down. But I mean, yeah, the price for what you get on this thing, I really don't see the value, for this particular figure, but it looks absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. I really have no say so, when it comes to Harry Potter. All I can do is just judge it based off the art, and they did an amazing job in my opinion, man. I think it looks just like her. But again, like with Danny, what you just said, for a company that's really into the realism, they completely botched it, with the knees,
Yeah.
But
Dude, why put all
a
this
whole
effort in the
different
face and the hair and then do that to the knees? Like, what?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
undermining.
maybe it's an early prototype or something. I mean, they did it with Aragorn, right? When we saw the first images of Aragorn, everybody jumped on, this is trash, blah blah blah. And then what happened? They went back and fixed the sculpt, and now it's like one of the best things that's out there. So
Really, the first one was bad. I mean, I thought the first one I saw was a really good one. So that was the second version.
I guess.
of
So.
Aragorn,
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Wow.
yeah, they initially showed it, I think, at some show, and then it caught like a lot of flack, just because it wasn't really. They said it wasn't ready either, but they just showed it anyway. But yeah, coming in damn near $600 for this thing. I don't know, man. That's a big ask. That's a
Yeah.
big ask.
It really is.
So-
It really is.
I'm
but,
curious to hear Madness's take on this. He's got his scarf ready.
There you go. There you go, Chris.
Yeah,
What do you
man. Big Harry Potter fan. It's a swish and flick. It's Levioso, not Leviosa.
Right.
I picked up I picked up Harry Potter, and I got the rooted hair with that because I thought it was super weird for them to do like a sculpted version but hide his scar behind his forehead, like you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
So that's why I went rooted. And with Ron, it's gonna be the same rooted because I figured I might as well keep the theme. And then the fact they didn't offer that version with her, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
I just have to show you
So-
wands.
But you're not being very careful with that wand, bro. You were just slinging it around, dude. You don't even know what.
My
spell you
defaults are
cast
all
it,
gonna
bro.
explode while I'm swinging it.
I
Dude,
mean,
you just did
were you trying to make a Horcrux or something like
I was
that?
gonna
I
say
mean,
Avada Kedavra on his figures right now, bro. Damn.
And yeah, so I figured since I was going down that path of rooted, I didn't mind for that. I think it's unfortunate that it's almost like she got the short end of the stick where her likeness is there, but it's not like as strong as Harry and Ron's is to me. I still see her in there. I still think it's a fantastic sculpt, and I don't want them to go backwards on it. So if they left it as is, I'm pretty happy with it. I love that the sorting hat comes with all of them. You get Crookshanks with her, the diorama pieces. Like, I'm sure there's a lot that goes in there with the paintings behind them and all that. So I kind of was justifying it more, the price for Ron and Hermione, more so with Harry, because like he gets the broomstick and all that other stuff. She not so much, but like if I'm having the two, I might as well complete the trio. So I kind of have to. I'm glad they addressed the knees. I spoke up on their page about that as well, like a lot of people did, in hopes that we talk with our wallet or speak with our voices, that they listened, which they made that announcement. So I'm super hyped for this. I can't wait to have it all in hand and see the trio together. Like, I think it's just a really, really cool thing that they've done and actually completed a line, unlike Hot Toys sometimes.
were the Ron and Harry figures around the same price range?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty much,
I mean,
yeah.
you're pretty much paying for the same figure there, right? I mean, one's a girl, one's a
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. They don't look anything alike, but you're pretty much getting the exact same figure.
Shipping, taxes, all that aside, like roughly, you could probably be in like 15, close to 2K just for the trio, which is insane to even say. But I mean, the amount of detail, she could probably have that much just because maybe her rooted hair is longer. I don't know, and it's kind of like got this two-tone color to it. I don't know. And a female's likeness is hard to capture enough, like as it is for some reason. So,
any other thoughts, Chris?
I think that pretty much sums it up. If me not being in a scarf waving a wand around doesn't get over my excitement, I don't know what will.
But you are a Harry Potter fan, right?
Absolutely. Well, my wife too. No, wait. No, I'm not. Not at all.
Okay. All right.
My wife got me into it. I had never seen it
okay.
until I seen bits and pieces, I should say, but probably like 5 years ago.
Okay. What would you say is the best Harry Potter film? Just one singular
my
Harry Potter film.
favorite is the second one, just because
Same.
Ron's super hilarious in that one.
Dude, you know why? It's the fucking spiders, bro.
Yes, how scared he is in it.
Dude.
Like, it's hilarious.
Dude, and they were gonna eat him, right? Like they were chill with Hagrid. They were not chill with them kids. They said, "Fuck them kids, dude. We don't care. We're about to eat those kids."
It's a toss between that and Deathly Hollows Part 2, but
see, I feel like that's more or less like, and correct me if I'm wrong or tell me if my opinion's bullshit, but I feel like Deathly Hollows.
The finale.
It's the finale, right? It has that in-game / No Way Home effect where it's, of course, it's good, but like, is it good unless you watch the rest of the movies? You know, like if you watch No Way Home as a movie and you've never, like, let's say you're chilling with somebody on a Friday night and she's never seen a Spider-Man movie. You turn on No Way Home. Is she going to enjoy Spider-Man No Way Home as much as she would if she's seen all the rest of the Spider-Man movies? That's my theory with that. So I think number 2 takes the cake, dude. Cinematically the best one.
Yeah. For sure.
How about you, Adam? I don't think you've gone yet. What are your thoughts?
So the Harry Potter films came out when I was in my 20s, and I had no interest in this. I was interested in the Star Wars prequels, Lord of the Rings, and The Matrix. I never got into these. Now, my daughter really loves them. Fortunately, she does not have access to $600 to spend on it. She probably would get this. But she's got that same scarf that Chris has got. She's got the wands. She definitely loves Harry Potter. Not so much anymore, but she did a couple years ago. $600. I mean, it's a beautiful sculpt. I'm not going to belabor the knees anymore. I think we've talked about that enough. Inart clearly does beautiful things. I have the Inart Joker. I don't have both Inart Jokers. I have the one where he's sitting in the jail cell. And that's an incredible figure. But I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm a Marvel guy and DC and Batman. So I'm happy.
Sound like me, bro.
Like Chris. Yeah, man. I'm happy for people like Chris who are very passionate about Harry Potter, and just glad I get to save a few bucks on this for some Star Wars figures.
Yeah. Let's look at the live chat real quick here. Mr. Brick Artemis says, these Potter figures, man, my childhood. So, yeah. So, I was in high school when the first movie came out. So, and I got into them. Like I said, not too much, but I enjoyed them quite a bit. That I, read the books. One more question for you, Chris. Just one more question about Harry Potter. You gave me your answer for the movies. So, how about the books? Which one's the best book?
Now that I'm gonna be completely honest on, I haven't touched the books. I know my father's read them, my brother's read, and if I had to guess, like just going off, I've heard good things about the original book being the Philosopher. So I mean, I guess that's based because that's where it started. But yeah.
All right. Yomo says, I wonder if they could do a silicone-like sleeve to go over her knees. Then we have right. Jay Feezy says, what's up, crew? Hello there, Mr. Feezy. Thanks so much for being here. All about the Order of the Phoenix, he says here. Thank you so much for being here, Jay Feezy. Let's see. Come on, Order versus Death Eaters, Voldemort versus Dumbledore. They haven't. I forgot that they also teased the Dumbledore. So I wonder when we're getting that one. I don't know if we're going to get it this year or not.
They're using the first Dumbledore, right?
Right, from the first movie.
First movie.
What is this guy's name? Richard
Harris.
Yeah.
Richard Harris. Okay, yeah.
Richard Harris.
So they're using him from the first two Harry Potter movies. He passed away, and then they had to recast him. And I know they said something about that they're working
Snape.
on Snape. Exactly,
Yeah.
working on Snape. So I'm very curious to see that. Definitely,
They need to do a Hagrid, man. Don't
Yeah,
let us down,
that'll
bro.
be awesome.
That would be
I'm
massive.
so
on
lost in this
Copper Drop.
conversation.
Because we were talking about the price per value, right, in Copper Drop for this Hermione and Ron, and we were talking like instead of doing these 3, right? Because that's $600, right? And how much was Harry? 600 as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, dude, $600 a pop for these. Would y'all have taken that, or would you have taken a 2-pack with Harry and Hagrid for, let's say, 1,000? See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Harry and Hagrid for me is a little bit more iconic, just
Didn't
because
he
of that.
tease Dumbledore too? And I know John had mentioned that they're doing a Snape. I think he said Snape at least.
Snape.
Yeah. I don't know about Hagrid. I think somebody asked. I don't remember what the answer was. I think it was a negative response about it.
No, Dumbledore. I thought they teased Dumbledore.
Oh, they did. They did.
Yeah. So he's
Dumbledore
got
they're
that.
doing.
I'm probably gonna be getting that one too.
Yeah. Tim Harvey says, I saw on Ben Thomas' stream today that somebody commented Inart had released a statement saying that they are looking into seamless legs for Hermione. Yeah, that's the one that I just read on the Facebook page there. Brick Armor says, I think I was 12 when the first one came out. So again, that was in 2001. Best book is Goblet of Fire. Best movie is either the first or Hollows Part 2. Of the books that I read of Harry Potter, because I didn't read every single one of them. I read most of them, but Goblet of Fire is my favorite book. I like the movie too, actually, quite a bit. Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You see Levi. Leviosa.
Oh, yeah, you go. Let's see. I may be interested in Snape, says Jay Feezy. Yeah, I think a lot of us
That'd
are.
be kind of cool, yeah.
But then it's like, then you're gonna want all the other ones, right? But then that's gonna be a pain in the ass to try to get if you didn't already pre-order them.
Yeah, you gotta get McGonagall and
And
Just give me Malfoy.
You got to get that weird dude with a cat, you know.
Jay Feezy says to Brick Artemis, Hollows Part 2 is my second favorite. All right, so we're all caught up in the live chat. Let's see, did everyone get a chance to speak about Hermione? Everyone did, right? Okay.
Is it time to put these boys through pain?
No, not yet.
Oh, shit.
So here's the next one here. So they teased this on I believe it was Friday. So they teased
Now we're talking.
this picture, right? So when I first saw it, I was like, okay, they're putting the little Deadpool and Wolverine poster, and then they're putting little Hot Toys logo. Oh, that's cool. But then I realized that it's actually the figure, right? So this is the arms of the figure. And I was like, oh shit. So they have something going. And they're obviously teasing it now. I mean, they could have waited closer to the release. So to me, it's like, does this mean they're about to drop these pre-orders for Deadpool and Wolverine? That's kind of what I'm getting at this, but I don't know what any of you guys' thoughts are. But do you think we'll get the Wolverine announcement first or the Deadpool announcement, or do you think they're going to do it at the same time? What do you think, Mr. Mario?
Man. I think what they will do is that they'll probably drop the Deadpool first, you know, but I'm pretty sure they'll drop Logan like shortly afterwards, but they should do them both at the same time, you know. I mean, considering that the movie is just about 2 months away.
Not even
a month. Yeah.
July 26th, I think.
Yeah, July 26th, right? Same weekend as Comic-Con, so that's insanely exciting. So just capitalize, man, and just get it out ASAP, man. Just get everybody all hyped. This movie that's coming out this year, right? As far as like, you know, comic wise. But I am hyped to actually see this thing, man. See what it look like. I'm really curious to see how well they nail the Wolverine, and whether or not if they'll do like swap out arms, you know, or if they're gonna have two different versions, or how are they gonna execute. I'm excited either way, man. But hopefully they'll do them both at the same time.
So I'm just going to read what they wrote here on the Facebook page. Steel yourself for a whirlwind of conflict that unexpectedly unites Deadpool and Wolverine will celebrate their legendary comebacks in the breathless 1/6 scale collectible form. So, you know, sometimes they might give like a little hint as to when these might come out, but hopefully they come out very, very soon. before the movie comes out. Mr. Adam, what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this. I already got my tickets, July 26th, the 7 p.m. show in the big theater near my house. So I can't wait. In terms of when these are going to come out, I guess the question is how much. I mean, we all know what Deadpool's costume is, and basically what Wolverine's costume. Have they shown? I don't think they've shown in any of the trailers the mask on Logan Wolverine. Have they?
Nope.
I don't think so.
No. So I guess that's the question. Is he going to have the mask on in the movie? And are they saving that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Will they have him wear it in the movie? Is that what you're asking?
That's a good. That's what I'm wondering.
I'm
100%.
sure they. I'm sure he will.
I can imagine they. Yeah, I imagine they will. Why bother?
Do you guys actually want to see that?
Emotions.
Would you
Yeah.
guys be interested?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see what it looks
Wear
like.
the yellow.
24
I'm not
years.
sure how that
Let
would
the man wear the
translate
mask.
well.
Yes.
I don't
Let
know,
the
man.
man wear it once.
I see Deadpool
If
making
you're
fun
gonna
of
have the
him
yellow-
looking with that mask.
Yeah.
See,
If you're going to go through the trouble of having him wear the yellow and suit, you got to have the mask at least for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a deal breaker. If there's no mask, there's no figure for me.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
Wolverine needs his mask. I mean, I look at all. I mean, I've got so many different Wolverines. I've got the Astonishing by that Sideshow did. I've got all these other ones, and they all have their mask. And you know, I am fine with some heroes with them having a head sculpt of the actor, because of course, you know, the actor playing it, I'm sure they want to have their face be seen. But what's a superhero without a mask? I mean, come on.
Right.
You're supposed to be. You're supposed to have a secret identity, and even though most of the X-Men, you know, most of them didn't have masks, but Wolverine had his, and it's an awesome looking mask. So yeah, I mean, for me, that's the deal breaker. If they don't have it, I boycott the figure.
Wow.
But to your point, Thomas.
Haven't
To your
they
point,
shown?
Thomas.
I'm sorry.
what?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
No, to your point, Thomas. I have the Days of Future Past Logan, and that's, you know, the only reason I would get another Wolverine Logan would be if it's an MCU version with his yellow mask on, like you just articulated.
Yeah,
that would get me to pre-order that.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm hopeful that they'll actually do an unmasked Wade Wilson this time.
I'm sure they
Wouldn't that be
will.
great to
Actually
see
get
that?
Deadpool unmasked. Yeah.
I think so. I think that's a
With the little
sure.
bits of hair coming out
You
from
can
the
bet on
wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one of the guys on Ben's stream said you know, maybe have that little toupee or something like that on the side as an accessory.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Hilarious.
definitely. What I was gonna say, didn't they show that popcorn bucket? And
They did.
isn't it
Yes.
Wolverine's mask?
Yeah.
With his
Yeah.
head
So-
back with his mouth wide open.
So yeah, I think that's kind of like telling us, yeah, he's gonna have the mask. He's gonna.
Yeah,
wear
we know you're excited for it, Gio. You know you're a big
I'm
fan of
getting
that
it.
Dune popcorn.
I'm
bucket.
getting it. I'm getting that popcorn bucket. I already have the Dune popcorn bucket. So. Any other thoughts, Adam? Before we move on to another panelist here.
No, I'm just curious I mean, obviously we know they're having Deadpool and they're having Wolverine, and what other characters are going to come from this. And obviously
Right.
some of that we're not going to know until we see the movie and to see who else is in it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is we could just see what's in the trailer. Yeah, some of the characters that we saw in the original X-Men movies, but I don't know how big of a part they have that they would actually make a figure. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. The only thing that we know for sure is Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know, maybe the villain, because we've seen the villain.
Cassandra Nova. I hope they make her, because I definitely would love to have that.
Did y'all
let's
notice
see.
the Juggernaut was in the latest TV spot?
Oh, I haven't seen
Yes.
the latest TV spot
I haven't seen it,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, although they showed, there's some speculation that they technically showed Lady Deadpool.
Oh,
With the
really?
legs, yeah.
The legs, yeah, the legs, yeah. You're saying it's Taylor Swift, but we'll see. Chris, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, I have been dying to get my hands on a Deadpool. I missed the first two releases, and ever since I heard that there was a third one in the making, I've literally held out on the second one, even with all those accessories. I'm hoping they don't hold back with this one, like you guys have said, as far as what you think will come with, whether it's a skull, like a toupee thing, like whatever it is, man. I want all of it. And then Wolverine. I don't have a Wolverine either, and I skipped the 73 version because I didn't want the bone claws. I wanted his actual claws. And the fact this kind of represents like a classic style with him. The red and the yellow, they're going to clash well into the display. Like I'm super excited that I'm getting kind of both of them at the same time, to be honest, because I've waited so long to collect both of these. So I'm real hyped for this. I'm hyped to see the movie. I love Ryan Reynolds. Honestly, he's probably a man crush, if I'm being honest. And if he's not, relying himself. Hugh Jackman's also a pretty sick actor. And when I saw him in Logan, I pretty much thought that was going to be like the last time I'd see him don as Wolverine. So the fact that he's coming back to do this, like reprise this role again, I'm super stoked. So there's not much I could say about it besides good things. So I'm hyped and ready to see what Hot Toys can bring us.
Yeah, Mr. Yomo said there's no way they don't include the mask with this version. They already showed a mask with the Cosbaby figure.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't think about that actually. That's right.
That's
Patch
cool.
Wolverine figure, please, says Yomo. Did everyone get a chance to talk about this
I ain't gone
Deadpool
yet.
Wolverine? Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
And I'm
dude,
super overexcited.
the last thing I'll say, because you did say like what we think will come first. I hope they kind of come simultaneously, like they've done with some of the Wick stuff, where they do the pairs, like announce one and then 20 minutes later the other one or whatever. I hope they do that. And honestly, I either hope it's when the movie comes out or before, because like there's nothing more that I love than going to see the film and then be like, oh, this would be sick in character form, knowing like it's already out or is coming out, and then I could like pre-order it and still be in that hype mode. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens there.
And, you know,
so that
and someone had mentioned, like, you know, when we were streaming with Ben, we were talking a little bit about this, and one of the things that we brought up was, so like with the Ahsoka show, what they have like 16 or something like that figures that came out for that series. Since it's the only Marvel property coming out this year, except for maybe, I can't remember if there's a TV show, I wouldn't be surprised if we see these two figures and maybe some of the cameo figures or some of the other characters that are in the movie, because if they're bringing back, because well, the teaser or somewhat spoiler, I guess, is that some of the other X-Men from the previous movies will probably be showing up in the movie. And if they do, this would be their last opportunity to be pulled into as part of the MCU before they're kind of permanently retired and they bring in a new X-Men team. So this would be a great opportunity for them to actually make figures. So we might wind up with another storm of figures coming down on us. The only thing I'm mad about, though, and y'all gotta pardon me while I vent for just one moment, because this really stuck in my craw. All right. Why in the world do they not have Domino in the movie? That really pissed me off.
This isn't Deadpool 3, I think. That this is his own separate thing.
So, yeah, but still, but see, like in that trailer, I mean, in the first trailer, they had Teenage Negasonic Mutant Massacre, whatever her name is. They had Yukio. They had all these other people. They had Vanessa. They even had Peter. Why did they not have Domino? I want a Domino figure. And I'm so upset that they don't have her in the movie, because she was one of the coolest parts of Deadpool 2. So I'm really I'm hurt about that. I'm kind of, you know, the back of my neck is itching over that. So so thank you for allowing me to vent on that. But
Well,
see, that's a figure I would have wanted. I would have wanted a Domino.
She
Well,
is
maybe
she
it's,
definitely not in it, or she's just not in the trailer.
Well,
yeah,
she's
exactly.
definitely not in it.
For sure, she's actually in the movie right now, just because we haven't seen anything of her.
that's
in the
what I was
trailers
gonna
at all.
say. It might be a nice surprise that maybe
well,
she is in it.
if they surprise me, then I'll be good. But I don't know. I hadn't seen anything or any word on Domino. I said, you better have Domino in here because I need a Domino figure. You better give me my Domino.
Although I did hear or read somewhere that she was actually not going to be in it, but that it could be an Andrew Garfield thing, Tobey Maguire thing. But I know it's not the same. It's not at the same level. But
I'm hoping that I'm feeling disappointed and will be let up instead of let down. But if she's not in it, that'll be the only thing I anticipate that will make me frown about the movie is not having her in it. But other than that, I'm expecting a great movie.
Yeah, definitely. Danny, you haven't gone yet, right?
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, dude, I'm super pumped for these figures. Hopefully they release before the actual movie comes out. That way the actual release date for these things isn't going to be too far away from the actual release of the film. With the way things are with films nowadays, this thing's going to go just straight to Disney Plus probably by August. So let's just hope they get these figures out, man. Because we've had images of what these suits are going to look like for over a year now, right? It doesn't look too far off, too different from what the actual movie design looks, right? So they could have already been having these in the background being made and could have, in my opinion, do what they used to do in the old days and just had this ready to release. Given that this is pretty much the only MCU film releasing this year, it would have been nice for Hot Toys, given that they really haven't really given us that much this year in terms of new content. They've really just been giving us 2.0s and re-releases and whatnot. So it'd have been nice if they would have just gotten ahead of the schedule and got these out to collectors with the movie release, right? How nice would it have been for the summer of collectors to be able to get their hands on a Deadpool and Wolverine figure while the movie's still in theaters? So I don't know.
Bro, we've gotten so many figures so far, man, for the past couple of months. I don't think anybody will be ready for more releases.
Dude, let me ask you though. Let me ask you, Mario. Would you cop these though if they come out before the movie? If let's say my scenario happened, right, and they actually released these things, would you be able to?
I'd find a way. I think I'd find a way.
See? Yeah, we would all find a way.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's Dr. Malcolm over here. Find a way.
Maybe we'll get
in my opinion, they would always sell more if they get it as closer to the actual
Yeah.
release date into theaters, not on streaming, but to theaters where everybody's going to see it. They would sell more figures, but
Yeah.
it's just me.
Maybe
Now,
we'll
question.
get movie promo versions.
I have a
Yes,
question
bring those
regarding
back. Absolutely.
So when the Flash movie came out, weren't they figures that were released or at least announced before the movie came out? I think there was a couple, wasn't it? I think they announced Keaton, I believe.
I believe they announced the 89 2.0 Keaton.
Oh,
before
definitely
the
that.
movie, before the movie came out, but the actual
From the Flash.
characters from the movie The Flash were released, during the time the movie was in theaters or leaving theaters.
Yeah, I want to say that they announced the Batfleck and the Keaton modern Batsuit before the Flash came out, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just started collecting during that time. That's kind of why I remember. And then they released or they announced the Flash the day or the week of the movie coming out. So maybe they'll do something like that. But did anyone else get a chance to talk about this potential Deadpool, or not potential, we know it's going to happen, but this topic here before we go into the live chat?
I actually do have one thing I'm going to ask. This is actually a question I want to ask you guys. There's been a lot of rumors that Taylor Swift has a cameo in this movie. Now, I'm not going to get into what do you think of Taylor Swift, but clearly she's the top pop artist right now in terms of download sales, concert tickets. So the question is, if she's in Deadpool and Wolverine, and the rumor is that she might play either Lady Deadpool or Dazzler. If she's in it, do you think Hot Toys would make a figure out of her character? I guess the question is, will they get the rights aligned? Because I got to think if they would salivate at the thought of making that figure, and the new collectors, granted it'd just be a one shot, but all the Swifties coming in to buy that figure. What do you guys think?
Yeah, the first thing is, wait, like you said, getting the rights, right? Getting the
Yeah.
license, the likeness of her. Number one, if they actually do, even I think I would cop this Taylor Swift Lady Deadpool. I know a lot of people who are like big fans of Taylor Swift, so I think I would get her. Will this actually happen if she's actually in it?
She's
No.
definitely in it, but I don't think she's Lady Deadpool. She's 110% going to be the Dazzler character. I think Lady Deadpool is going to be reserved for Blake Lively, as it should be, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Brick Artemis and Lady Deadpool. Hopefully, it's Blake Lively over Taylor. So there you go. How about what Mr. Adam asked?
Nepotism.
Right. What do you guys think, Mario? With the question that Adam asked.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see the character, man, to be honest. But for them to actually get Taylor Swift, I think it's definitely possible. I really do. But that's gonna be a huge fee, to get her like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just right now. Just sit back and wait and see what happens. To be honest, I could say right now that I probably wouldn't do it, but after I see the movie, I'm reserve the right to change my mind.
Yeah.
So I think after that, then I'll have a better idea.
Okay. How about you, Chris?
I'm kind of gonna pass. I'm not a Swiftie, so.
All right. How about you, Mr. Classy Thomas? I don't know if you mentioned that or not, but
Yeah, it's a possibility that she could be in it and could be that because when you think about it, they got Brad Pitt to play the Vanisher in Deadpool 2.
Okay,
So
that's
That's right.
and he did that off of a favor. So yeah, I mean it's possible, and I will be all right. I'm hurting so bad for X-Men figures that if they did put one out, unless it looked horrible, I probably would try to avail myself to that figure.
okay. Let me look at the live chat here. It says, I don't think I've read this before, but JV says, don't forget we got the Wolverine game coming too. More potential Hot Toys. And isn't that supposed to come out like next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we could expect some of that from that game as well. Mr. Austin Nicholas saying, what's up, guys? Hello there,
What's up,
Austin.
Austin? The king.
Thank you for dropping by. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Then he says Deadpool and Wolverine will come before the movie, secondary characters after. Then Brick Artemis says, how about a Gwen pool? Nobody is talking about that.
Yeah, they're gonna work it out with Sony. Yeah.
Okay. Then Austin Nicholas says here, look, I'm buying Wolverine and Deadpool. Rachel loves Taylor Swift. So whatever character she is and whatever Hot Toys puts out, I will be buying. So
I don't think the Hot Toys would make the Taylor Swift actual character, though. I just think that the licensing itself for her would be too damn expensive, and I'm not mad at that. I don't want fucking Taylor Swift to 1/6 scale form, bro. Fuck off. It's you and your toxic ass relationships and social media, bro. Fuck off, man. We don't need you in Marvel. I'm sorry. I love you, Rach. All right, you and Austin are the goats, but I hate Taylor Swift. Oh,
it's a present Toys Dazzler then.
Dude, you know what? There you go. Since they're the kings of the third parties, they can have a third party Dazzler. But no Hot Toys. If you make a Taylor Swift that you did not give me an Aquaman, bro, I will piss all over the screen. Helby Chan, don't you do that to me. Oh my lord.
I know what to gift you, Danny. Yomo says here, wait, actually Chris says I am on board with that. To a Brick Artemis statement there.
Talking about Blake Lively being
right. Not Taylor Swift. Yomo says they could put these figures up for pre-order very soon before the movie and not reveal the Wolverine mask head sculpt until after the film. Then Austin Nichols says, Adam, it's a present Toys Dazzler it is. All right. Any other thoughts before we move on to the next one, which I think it's the Marvel 85 that we'll just talk about for a bit here since there's not much information there. But any other thoughts, guys?
Let's fucking go.
All right. So let's go ahead. So we got this. I think it was today or last night, right? The oh, I'm not
It
even
was
showing it.
today. You messaged me this morning at work about this.
Oh, it was okay. So there's a Marvel 85 line here. So like I said, we don't know much information except this. So I'll read what it says here. It says, "Assemble and celebrate. Can you believe it's been a staggering 85 years since the first Marvel comic book debuted? And now the time has come to honor that incredible legacy. Prepare yourselves for new Hot Toys collectibles inspired by the upcoming and remarkable Marvel productions. The Ultimate Marvel Summer 2024 has begun." So when I first heard about this, and along with the Batman 85 line, I was hoping obviously for some movie characters or whatever, but I also figured that they'll do comics, some comic book series from Batman and stuff like that. So I was thinking it would be the same situation with Marvel. Based on this, it doesn't sound like that's going to be the case, but I'm not sure. But what are your thoughts, Danny, on this?
I love Marvel, I love DC, I love Star Wars, right? And I'm kind of at a point in my life now where I'm just kind of blending them all together as the big three. So I'm not too mad when they make this post, but I am going to be mad when they just completely flat out gaslight collectors about a 85th Batman line and then completely forget about it, right? Granted, we've gotten the Armory 2.0, we've gotten the Affleck, I get it, right? Does that count? Man, what? No, give us what the Batman figures we've been wanting. Give us the characters we've been wanting. Give us the Selena Kyle from the Batman 2022. Give us Penguin. The Armory was cool. I'm liking the upgrades to what they've done to Christian Bale and Batfleck. But when it comes to this, man, it's just like, it's hard to get excited for this because I'm like, is this another Gaslight picture? Is this like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this.
All right. How about you, Adam?
Yeah, I don't know if this is comic related or MCU or,
Right.
I mean, I can tell you just in terms of Marvel Studios. Well, it's now Marvel Studios, but I would love a Patrick Stewart Professor X figure. I think that would really, I'd really love to have that as part of my collection. I'd also love to have a Michael Fassbender Magneto figure. So those are two now MCU figures that I'd love to have.
Now, have they made a what's the actor's name? You just named
Patrick Stewart,
Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender.
Yeah, they haven't made a Magneto figure.
Double check. Maybe they did years ago.
Yeah, they did a third party.
Toys R
Oh,
Us.
it was the third
Toys
party.
R Us,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe it's the third party because I remember seeing one, but yeah, I guess it wasn't Hot Toys then. How about you, Chris? What are your thoughts there?
Honestly, I've kind of learned when they do these, I try not to get my hopes up that they'll do something deep. Only thing I can say is like when they do announce like anniversary stuff, I still get excited. So like I'm looking forward to see what they bring to see if I'm interested in anything. But a lot of the times, because I've said I'm picky about what comes into here, it's like a wallet saver, and I'm usually happier like for other people. I'm also like, if anything, like we said, we don't know if it's like comic inspired or MCU or whatever. Like if they could bring, the only thing I've been asking for is like updates on the original like Avengers. Like if they did an Avengers Thor, I would take that. Another Black Widow, because that rooted hair was atrocious. Even if those were artisans, like, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eyes open, keep my hype level kind of on the lower side, but yeah, we'll see what they do.
All right. How about you, Thomas?
Maybe they will be doing more comic concepts so maybe they'll be doing things that are more closely related to the comic books as opposed to MCU entries since they haven't really done a lot of MCU stuff this year. The only thing now, if they did something like the Avengers, it might be kind of cool to see some of the original work. I just wouldn't want it to turn out quite like the comic concept Iron Man they did. I didn't really care for that too much. it looked a little like, the armor looked plastic as opposed to like metal. I didn't mind the vibrant colors, but it just didn't look like it was Iron Man. But I don't know. I'd be open to taking a look at it. If they, if they did some really, if they did the original Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Giant Man, and Ant-Woman. I mean, Giant Man and the Wasp. No, Ant-Man and the Wasp, but do the comic book versions of them. That would be kind of interesting because, that was the original team up, and we've already had the classic Loki. So we've seen the classic Loki outfit. So I don't know. I don't know what their plans are. So I don't really know what to think, but I'm gonna keep my eyes open, and if they do something interesting, I may move forward with them.
Okay. I'm also questioning because there's the Hono line, right? That aren't they doing like Marvel? That's more like comic book inspired.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if they're gonna stick to that or they're gonna do both. I'm not sure about that, but
it's kind of confusing.
Mr. Mario, well, what are your thoughts on this 85?
Yeah, that was exactly my thought too, man. I wonder if they're going to cannibalize into the Hono line as well. It's really difficult to say, but knowing Hot Toys, I can see them actually redoing all the MCU figures in vibrant comic colors or something like that, right? I think that'd be such a slap in the face to a lot of the collectors. But I mean, hopefully, like what Thomas just said, I mean, go down the original comic route because that's what the post seems to be leading towards. Like original comic inspired figures. So I would assume they probably do both, a little bit of Hot Toys and Hano in collaboration. But along with the Avengers, I mean, there's many opportunities they can do. I mean, more classic Spidey stuff. If they get into X-Men, I'm sure everyone's going to lose that. So I mean, considering how hot X-Men 97 is right now too, they can easily capitalize on more comic X-Men, like they're already doing right now with Magneto and the Wolverine. We're supposed to be getting Thor. I think it was supposed to be like it's supposed to be the next announcement, which from Hano, which I'm surprised we haven't even seen yet.
Right.
You know, I thought we would have seen it by now. So maybe I don't know. Maybe that's something that's in the works. But again, like what Danny was saying too earlier, man. I mean, this could be nothing. Like one figure for the whole thing. Like how they teased the Batman 85 anniversary as well. We haven't seen anything yet. So
yeah,
who knows, man? We'll wait and see. It's the potential is exciting, but what they actually do with it, we'll just have to wait and see, man.
Right.
Hopefully the whole thing won't wind up in the graveyard.
Seriously, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think so. That would be who knows, right? Tim Harvey says yes. Marvel 85, a perfect chance to do an updated Avengers Hulk figure. After seeing Queen Studios' one-third scale seamless figure of the Hulk, I would love to see Hot Toys do something like that. So yeah, that'll be interesting if they definitely do that. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Yomo says, film X-Men figures are overdue. I would love to see Professor X and Magneto at least. Another Hulk.
Amen.
Great. Mm-hmm. And JFeezy says, yeah, they reference the comic books in their posts. So it looks like they are referencing that. I didn't see that in there, but thanks for that there, JFeezy. I think everyone went, right? Any other thoughts on this before we move on to we enter the fantasy figure zone?
Just to add on to El Professor, going further into that comic thing, I really think they should just take that chance and dive into more stuff like that. I think there was a good response for the Iron Man, like you said. Thomas had said he didn't feel like the paint apps were there with it being metallic or whatever, but I know a lot of people were happy about that figure or hyped for it, I should say, and hoping that there was more. There's definitely a market there, and I feel like it's a shame that you see all these statues and then obviously the comic books and you see other figures and the 6-scale market kind of lacks there. I definitely think there's a ton of collectors I've heard in these streams trying to pick up more comic inspired stuff. So
Okay.
And just to Danny's point, you know, that Hot Toys does, you know, I think you used the term gaslight. You know, they promoted Batman's 85th anniversary. Is it 85th?
Yeah.
For Batman.
85 years.
Now
85 years.
Now with Marvel, and let's also remember they've also promoted Phantom Menace's 25th anniversary, and the only Phantom Menace figure they've released so far is a 2.0 of Darth Maul, but I think they've couched that in terms of the Dark Side line. So there's a lot of, it's what, mid-June practically, so there's a lot of stuff they still got to deliver in the next
and
6.5
Alphalite,
months.
if there's anything to come out of that.
Yeah, Comic-Con's right around the corner, along with ACGHK coming up too, man. So we're gonna see a lot of stuff this summer. Summer showcase too. So yeah, just be ready. There's gonna be a lot of
and that could be when they're gonna announce things.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, you're right, Darth. Yeah.
Tim Harvey says if anyone is interested, tells Lynn Hairs is doing to John Romita senior comic version of Spider-Man to be released soon. So yeah, thank you so much for that. All right, so I think we already talked about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to, or we're gonna go ahead and enter the fantasy figure zone. So Adam, Chris, and Mr. Mario, you guys have not done this before, but the way that we do this is so I asked every single one of you in the panel if there's a figure that you would like for either Inart, Hot Toys, or Jazz Inc., one of those big players or whatever else you want to call them, to manufacture a figure that either does not exist, or maybe you would like a 2.0 of, or a 3.0. So I asked you guys individually, you gave me your choices there. So that's what I'm going to present right now. So that's why I call it the Fantasy Figure Zone. And the first one that I'm going to address here is Mr. Chris. His choice, his pick was Obi-Wan Kenobi from Attack of the Clones.
You're gonna summon Evil Sneaker, bro. Careful.
So
good. That's what we want.
Obi Mullet, one Kenobi.
So what are your thoughts there, Chris?
As far as like hoping they do it,
yeah, just anything you want to say about you know, why you want this figure, or any thoughts on it.
I ultimately chose it because, like, besides Kenobi from Kenobi Show, we really only had Ben Kenobi, which doesn't feature Ewan McGregor's likeness, of course, and that Ben Kenobi is one of the best head sculpts that Hot Toys has done. I love my Revenge of the Sith one. It's kind of getting dated compared to what's coming out now, and we're getting this clone stuff and the Mandalorian one, but I feel like we had Qui-Gon, we had Darth Maul, there's been multiple opportunities for even a Padawan version, and then the whole 20th Attack of the Clones line just came out, and they went like absolutely deep in that line, and I collected a lot from that line, and the only thing I feel that was missing that I really wanted to see to put that cherry on the top was this guy. I think Mullet Obi-Wan is pretty iconic in itself as well. Especially seeing Annie and him in the elevator for the first time going up to Padme's floor. I definitely would just welcome this, whether that be an artisan version because of this luscious hair or even sculpted. So I would just roll over this all day and it'd be a dope mode for sure.
All right. Thomas, what are your quick thoughts on this, on Chris's choice?
I think it looks really good. I don't know a whole lot about anything except for Star Wars. The original. Well, I still call it Star Wars because that's how it was. But you know, I guess it's like episode 4, 5, and 6. Is it
for the original trilogy?
Yeah, the original. Yeah. Right. So, but this looks good. This looks really good. So I think that would be a pretty cool figure.
Mario, what do you think?
Dude, the Jesus Kenobi. Hell yeah, man. I want them all. I want them all, man. I'm absolutely, whatever you guys want to bring on Star Wars, man, you know, I welcome it, man. That's my jam, you know. But I'm a Thomas too also. I'm more of a original trilogy, you know, kind of collector. But I mean, I love it all, dude. I really do.
I do wonder why they didn't announce this, especially when they announced Anakin, Padme, Count Dooku, and I don't know why they didn't, but maybe we'll see it soon. But Danny, how about you?
Yeah, this is a great pick, man. Personally, for me, this is not the look for Obi that I would want to go for. I'm still in the party that would really like to see a Phantom Menace one get made, or hell, just give me a 2.0 Revenge of the Sith with an actual accurate looking Ewan McGregor head sculpt. For whatever reason, man, they still can't get this man's likeness down. I don't know if me and Howie need to have a smoke session together and be like, yo, man, is it the mouth? Is it the beard? Like, what's going on, bro?
Well, what do you think of the Clone Wars version?
It's the same bullshit, bro. It's the same one. It's the same. I don't know what it is, bro. Dude,
I think it's improved, man. I think it's improved, bro.
Look, here's the thing, though, Mario. As an artist, like especially, I love drawing portraits, so I'm very critical with head sculpts. I'm very, very particular with it, especially for the prices that these figures are going for now. They're only going up, so you're paying $400 to $500 for a lot of figures these days. Yeah, the head sculpt needs to be 10 out of 10 for every single figure for me. So, yeah, that's how I felt.
How about you, Adam?
I think this is an awesome pick. Look, he might be from a long time ago in a galaxy far away, but this Obi mullet Kenobi, he's a kid of the '80s like me. He listened to Def Leppard. He's got I got my Guns N' Roses T-shirt on right here. So he's got. I was rocking a mullet when I was a junior in high school, so he knows what's cool. I'm all for it. I love it.
All right. Yeah, for this cool choice there, Chris. I'm actually waiting for the Padawan Obi-Wan for Phantom Menace, so hopefully we'll get that. And I know you mentioned either. So I know no one has mentioned this before, so I just used this one from Attack of the Clones, but yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're gonna announce this one anytime soon because, like I said, I thought they would have done it by now, but I guess not. But let me look at the live chat here before we move on to Mr. Mario's pick here. Let's see. I think it was just Yomo saying that. Yes, sir, Chris, great pick. And good pick, says Brick Artemis there as well. Okay, so let's move on to Mr. Mario's pick. His fantasy figure. And this is specifically from Inart, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, absolutely, man. This is... Look, man, Hot Toys did like what 4 or 5 attempts, and they basically released the same damn figure over and over again. So, John, please, come on, man. We talked about this. Let's make it happen. I love this suit, man. This is my favorite iteration of the Batman suits. I mean, aside from Adam West, that's my guy, but still, man. I mean, I love this suit to death. This was like the most intimidating bat suit. This, I think, one of the most intimidating versions of Batman that's out there. In my opinion, I know others would argue that Ben Affleck and BVS would probably be it, and I won't disagree with that. That's a really good contender. But I mean, this right here, man. I mean, to me, this particular movie and this suit brought back Batman after everything that we saw with I don't even want to think about the Batman and Robin, the Val Kilmer, and the other one, the George Clooney. Those movies, those last movies. That damn near killed the franchise for me personally, man. So
I like those, by the way.
I know. I know I'm stepping on some toes there, but that's just me, bro. But I love this particular version of Batman. So hopefully they'll do something with it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the for Batman Begins Inart, which it's likely, right? I think it's kind of likely. I would think.
I hope so, man.
Danny, what are your thoughts on this choice?
Sorry, bro. I haven't eaten all day. My bad, bro. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is actually one of my favorite picks from Figure Fantasy Picks because, once again, I'm critical on head sculpts. Hot Toys, for whatever reason, has not gotten this head sculpt right. The closest they've gotten is a quarter scale version, and even that was like, right?
Yeah.
So it's offensive to me that we've gotten so many versions and renditions of the Dark Knight version of the suit. This one just gets kind of forgotten about, man. And in my opinion, this looks better. And I'm right there with you, Mario. I like this suit a lot better. I like this movie, honestly, a lot better in terms of aesthetics and how it looks, how Gotham looks. So, yeah, great pick, dude.
All right. How about you, Adam?
I love the Nolan trilogy. I just rewatched Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins last weekend, and I have the DX19. I did not get any. Sideshow's got the Batman Begins figure on sale constantly, but I've read such bad reviews of it that I'm holding off till a 2.0, whether it's Hot Toys or Inart. I did see that interview I think Will did with John from Inart last week, and he was asked about doing a Batman Begins sculpt, and they said right now they're not working on one. Doesn't mean they're not going to do it in the future. That's kind of disappointing, but I hope this is, if it's not Inart, then Hot Toys has a 2.0 of this that gets it right, because I think this is a great choice. I would love to get this.
Well, the one you see on sale all the time is actually a 5.0, I think, or 4.0. They've done it many times already, man.
That is true. That's true. So.
Well, I love the Nolan trilogy. I mean, that's my Batman. So I would get this in a heartbeat.
Okay. Chris, how about you?
Anybody who knows me knows, like, I'm not the biggest Batman fan in the world, but I will say, growing up, because my brother's huge into Batman, I did grow up on the Nolan trilogy. I like Christian Bale as Batman. My Henry Cavill, like Superman, that's my Superman. I always kind of wanted Batman. Like, I grew to him more, and that's kind of Batman I'd like to have in the collection. I'm surprised Hot Toys as much Christian Bale that they have done, that they haven't touched this. So I feel for you guys there. But I'd like to see it come, for other collectors. I'm always happy for other people who want this. I think it'd be really cool for them to do. Just looking at the photo here, the still shot, I think the suit looks wicked. Like, the more matte color, darker tape, like, it looks pretty good. I still don't have a Batman in the collection. There's been so many for me to choose from, and I have the Inart Superman on order, so I might just end up going with that new BBS suit, like that Hot Toys is doing, the 2.0.
Oh, okay.
But who knows? Because I really enjoyed watching the Batman, like, in the movies, and knowing that there's vehicles to go with it, it's just a whole nother rabbit hole to go down with Batman. And so, I don't know. I welcome it for other collectors, because I know he's a huge iconic character for other people. So anything Batman, I think, is pretty good.
Okay. Mr. Thomas, how about you?
Yeah, this is a really good choice. It's a great suit. Bale is among the Batman that I really admire, and I love the trilogy. I have other Batman actors that I kind of put above them, such as, of course, I'm with Mario. My first choice is Adam West and Burt Ward, and then, of course, second would be Keaton, and then I think third for me would be Bale. I think he's right up there with the rest of them. But yeah, that's a great looking suit, and I think that it was something that the cowl, at least the mask part of the cowl, looks like it's something that I could possibly expect to be seen in a real situation. Some of the other cowls have been made out of that latex, and so it doesn't actually move you. You kind of have to move your entire torso to be able to look over your shoulder. And this one looks like it has a bit more mobility. So, but yeah, this is a good figure right here.
Hey man, remember Thomas? Was this Morgan Freeman joked with him in the second one? He was like, "So I seen that you wanted some adjustments to the neck. You wanted to be able to move your neck bowl." No. So they poke fun of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bell made it work in this movie, right? Because like every time, like he's like, I think that scene where he's trying to escape the police station with all the bats. When he like leaps down, he just kind of just keeps going forward. So if he needs to turn, he just kind of like is already lunged over. So he just kind of uses his eyes. I don't know. Kind of like with Chris Evans, like with Captain America, how his eyebrows are kind of covered up with the mask. So he has to do a lot of the eye acting. Christian Bale's really good at that.
Okay. All right. So any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to Adam's choice? So let's go to that one. So that's Bespin Han.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want this motherfucker? Come on, man. Yeah, man, that's a great one.
So that's my point, Danny. Is that I've only been collecting Hot Toys since last July, August, and the one thing I was looking into it, like, boy, I'd like Bespin Han. I'm like, no Bespin Han, no figure that came out in the last few years.
Right.
So, and then of course, I've been on I've watched a lot of streams, looked at a lot of comments, over and over again. Where's Bespin Han? Where's Bespin Han? I'm certainly happy that we are getting an Endor Han from Return of the Jedi, and I've ordered that, and I have the Stormtrooper Han, I have the A New Hope Han I got with Chewie, but I can't think of Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie, and it's probably my favorite movie of all time. I can't think of a more iconic look. Yeah, next to the vest from A New Hope of Han Solo, and then in that jacket, he was just looking so suave and so badass. We gotta have. I mean, to me, this is a no-brainer. Hopefully, now that we have an Endor Han coming out, whatever holdup was going on, and there's a lot of rumors of why we haven't had a new Han in a few years. But whatever that is, hopefully in the next few months, a year, we're gonna get this figure because I think fans deserve it.
Okay.
I couldn't agree with you more, Adam. Now I'm curious. So, how do you feel about the Solo look for Han? Do you like that jacket? Now, I'm not asking about the performance, but the actual costume design. Because I think the costume design for Solo was perfect. It's actually the best look for Han, in my opinion.
I like the movie. I think it's a good movie. Whether it should have been made, I don't know. But it was, for what it was, I thought it was a good picture. Yeah, I like that look.
Yeah.
I don't have the figure, but I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other thoughts on this choice, Danny?
Yeah, dude, I think it's a perfect choice for Han. Adam kind of nailed it right on the hammer, right? Like, if you ask a Star Wars fan, like, hey, what kind of Han Solo would you like? 9, 10 out of answers, you're going to get, hey, yeah, the one from Empire, right? And that 10 out of one answer is going to be him and Carbonite, right? It's from the same movie.
Oh, yeah.
So 9 out of 10 answers is 10 out of 10 answers is going to be from the same movie. Give us an Empire Han. I'm in the fence of, I kind of want that Bespin Han just because Han Solo is my favorite Star Wars character personally. But do I want him from Return of the Jedi? Do I want him with, like, I'm more or less like an Empire fan, right? Like, Empire is the GOAT, right? So, yeah, good pick, Adam.
Yeah. So I settled on the Return of the Jedi. I mean, it looks cool. Also, I'm not saying that it wasn't the Han from Return of the Jedi, but because there isn't the Bespin Han, and I wasn't willing to pay the secondary market for the A New Hope one. But yeah, it's a very great choice there, Mr. Adam. And Mario, what are your thoughts on this?
Dude, I've been asking for this figure for years, bro. I really have, man. And we went through the 40th anniversary phase, and all we got out of it was Darth Vader and a Boba Fett, and that was it. So it was such a travesty not to get this one. I mean, granted, we did get Snowspeeder Luke in that anniversary packaging along with Lando, later on down the line. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is long overdue, man. And they really need to get their act together when it comes to this. I don't understand how this hasn't been released yet. I really don't. I mean, other than potential licensing issues, but who really knows, what goes on behind the scenes. But yeah, you mentioned that we are getting a Return of the Jedi version. That's cool, but I mean, come on, Bespin Han. I think this is the most iconic, version of Han that's out there, within all media for Star Wars. So,
and it was crazy when that Return of the Jedi was announced. The internet broke, man. If they announce this, the internet really is going to break.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, when I first started collecting, because like I said, I've been collecting for maybe a little over a year now. So I was looking for a Han Solo figure, right? And obviously I didn't see this one. But what I heard and read was something about that there might have been an issue with Harrison Ford himself, that the licensing or the likeness, like he wasn't giving them. That's what I remember hearing. But then we got the Indiana Jones from the movie, the Dial of Destiny, and then obviously now we got the Return of the Jedi. So obviously that's not the issue.
See, here's what I'm curious about, like, especially for the character, right? I understand there's an actual actor likeness involved with this, but Han Solo itself belongs to Lucasfilm and Disney, right? So maybe it was just a problem with Disney and Lucasfilm saying, hey, we don't want to issue out the rights to this likeness of this character, right? We'll give you Anakin Skywalker, we'll give you Ian McGregor, Obi-Wan, but we're not going to give you et cetera, et cetera.
Harrison Ford never signed away his likeness though to them.
See, okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So
I don't know if like
I
don't know if there was like a
Mark
specific
Hamill.
thing that the actors have to sign up for Hot Toys, or is it their agents that sign off for them?
From my understanding, it's the actors. I mean, because you hear even John talks about it too, how they go to the actors themselves to get approval. Even Yost had to get a sign off for Michelle Pfeiffer.
Right.
I'm wondering if that's where all the pictures of where all the celebrities holding the actual Hot Toys of themselves come from. I was like, yeah, I'll give you the rights to likeness, but you got to send me a copy when it's done, man.
I'm sure they do that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Thomas, Thomas.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think this is terrific. I mean, nobody's actually really mentioned it, but look at how young Harrison Ford looks there. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, and I remember when I was a kid. Let's see, what year was Empire released?
1980.
80. Okay, so I was in the. Okay, let's go back 3 years. Okay, I was in 9th grade when that came out. And wow, that makes me sound kind of old, doesn't it?
We were in high school, weren't we, Thomas? Yeah.
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 But man, I'm like, geez, look at how young he looks. I mean, he just looks like just a young man. I mean, I'm just looking at him. I'm just like, man, that just takes me back. But this is a great figure. The everything about Han Solo was just cool. He was cocky, he was smirky, he was snarky. You know, he had a cool jacket. He got frozen in carbonite.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Leia was in love with him, and then when he let's see, didn't they bust him out of carbonite while she was wearing her bikini?
Yep.
So he got to see her in the bikini.
Not necessarily, but
okay. Well, I mean, all right. Well, okay. Maybe that's just what I'm remembering.
She was about to be in the bikini.
Yes.
So she was as Bush, the Bush, the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
then
yeah, I mean,
and then
so-
she got free, and then Jabba got her in the bikini. Then
And that's another one we need. We need bikini Leia.
Slave Leia. Yeah.
We need both of them together. They need to be a 2-pack. Both of them together. But yeah, this is a great choice.
How about you, Chris?
So for original trilogy, like as far as I collect Return of the Jedi stuff. Just because that's my favorite out of the trio of the original trilogy. And I know there are a lot, like when El Professor said for years, like it legit has been years that people have been asking for this. And I know even my brother, before he got out the game, he waited for this. We made a custom at one point. I think this is Han Solo's most iconic look. And it definitely has to deal with that blue jacket.
Yeah.
I definitely am super surprised that they did a Return of the Jedi version first before this. Like that one came out of left field. And then because of that, I really expected them to follow up with this. And the fact that it hasn't happened yet, I have no clue why. It's honestly a slap in the face that they've done like a Bespin Leia, and they've done a snow version of Luke. And they've done Luke in his Bespin fatigues, not once, but twice now. They've done the Vaders and the Boba Fett. I mean, you get the point. Like, they've done pretty much a lot of stuff. And I have no clue. Now, Han Solo was a day one for me. If this came about before the Return of the Jedi one had come, I probably would pre-order it. Not knowing if the Return of the Jedi one was coming, but since the orders kind of flipped, if it did come, I personally wouldn't pick it up. But I would be along with the internet, like raving about it, just because, again, I'd be happy for other collectors. So.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, definitely. Tim Harvey says Han and his members only jacket. Only us old guys will get that reference.
I had a members only jacket.
I get that reference. Come on.
I was the only one that let a member. I don't know, but that's.
Danny, you know nothing about members only.
Everyone got a chance to go for this one, right? Before we move on.
I do know they still sell the members only jackets, right?
What they do?
Yeah,
Really?
dude. They come.
Wow.
They're making a comeback.
Oh wow. Okay. Classy Thomas, you're gonna have to explain a lot of this because I don't.
All right. Okay.
Who is this?
I don't know if any of you remember
Barbarella.
from Barbarella. Thank you. Yes. This is Jane Fonda. Back in the 60s, she did this really, really campy movie about a her name is Barbarella, and she's like a space cop type of thing, but kind of like a more like a espionage type of chick. And so she crash lands on this planet, and basically what happens is that Barbarella crash lands on this planet, and then every time something happens, her costume gets all ripped up, so she has to put on a new one, and each costume is skimpier and skimpier than the last one. Like she has this one that has a plastic where they have the two breast cones, and they're made out of see-through plastic, and so then she meets up with these people along the way, and each time she meets with somebody that she's trying to use to get her closer and closer to her goal of infiltrating the castle, she winds up having relations with them. I'm trying to keep it clean for YouTube. And
what a pick.
But I think that number one, this is Jane Fonda in the very beginning when she was just starting out. She was gorgeous during that time. She was just like just starting out. And Barbarella, if you haven't seen it, was such a cool and iconic movie, as well as there's one character who is an angel who she kind of aligns herself with, and his name was Duran Duran, I believe, and I think that's how the band got that name from, was from that particular character. And so yeah, I mean it's a cool movie, and I would think that this would be a really awesome hot toy, but they would have to actually have breakaway costumes that you could switch off on her to kind of make it more iconic, because literally I think she went through about 1, 2, 3, 4. I think she probably went through about throughout the movie maybe 7 or 8 costume changes. For example, this is how campy it is. Wow. All right, there was the guy who she was trying to rescue was a professor, and she was trying to rescue him only to find out that he had turned evil. So he put her in this torture machine, and the torture machine is that he played the piano, and the little keys and stuff would go there, and I guess they were tickling her. But while they were tickling her, they were pulling off her costume. So all of a sudden, you kept seeing these articles of clothing flying all over the place, and so he kept playing, and instead of being tortured,
this is from the 60s?
Yeah, from the 60s. She was sitting there saying, "Oh, please stop," and she was moaning and stuff like that. He said, "Oh, you horrible woman."
Wow.
How can you do this? And he was exasperated because she was actually getting, having her jollies with the torture machine. But yeah, but this is this right here. I'm sorry, it's just classic. A movie I highly recommend if you've never seen it. But this would be a figure I would love to have if they ever made it in my collection.
Oh wow, okay. Tim Harvey says, I heard Sydney Sweeney has been cast in a remake of Barbarella.
I was actually gonna say that.
Yeah, same here. I heard that as well.
And what's also cool about this is that it has that fantasy element I don't know if any of you are fans of fantasy artists like the Hildebrandt brothers or Frank Frazetta, but the images kind of, as a matter of fact, I think the poster
Like heavy
for
metal.
Barbarella,
You remember the movie
yeah,
Heavy Metal?
yeah, very,
Yeah.
exactly. But it has that kind of feel to it, that same type of thing, but it's in live action. But yeah, it's a that movie's a hoot.
Sounds like it, bro.
It really is.
Damn. Shit. I
Yeah,
mean, based on that recommendation, bro, I just want to take some mushrooms or some gummies and like enjoy this movie, bro.
I've never personally seen the movie. The closest thing I know this actress from is This Is Where I Leave You, and obviously she's much older in
Yeah.
that film than she is in this one.
Yeah, he said Jane Fonda. I was like, you mean that old lady from some, whatever movie?
Yeah,
But yeah, if it
she's a
came out,
cool
I
lady.
mean, I'd probably try to watch the film or watch the remake, and maybe see if it intrigued me to get to the figure. But if it did, if there's a market for it, like I said, I'd be happy for you, man. So sounds fun.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, I
Yes.
think I got kicked
said
out.
no.
Yeah,
Did you
no
guys kicked
doubt.
out?
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
You-
where did
you-
you go?
You disappeared
Oh.
for a second.
Oh shit! I thought all you guys got kicked out. I was like, what the hell happened? Okay, all right. So good. So the show was still going, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. All right. So I don't know where what was left off at.
Yeah, we were just talking about this very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mother.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if
Um,
anybody got that reference.
All right. So
Okay,
yeah.
I'm
Super
so-
freak.
Okay.
So yeah, classic Tom. I try to search as much as I can of this because I just asked you today about this, but you sent this like I don't recognize at all. And it says Jane Fonda. I was like, oh, that's what Jane Fonda
Yes.
looked like in the '60s. Okay.
Mhm.
So a very interesting choice. But anyone else has any thoughts on this this choice?
This is
character?
like one of the only times I have like no thoughts other than what a hell of a choice, Thomas.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this is quite a
Interesting to say
selection.
the least.
So, anyone else? Any other thoughts before we move forward to the next one here?
I mean, the movie's very. I saw the movie a long time ago, and the movie's very endemic of the late '60s. I think the movie came
Yeah.
out in '68, and it's endemic of some of those. Like if you've seen Midnight Cowboy or Easy Rider, there's kind of that like you said, Danny, the mushroom and stoner genre of pictures that even to some extent 2001 when they're going through the gate, the Stargate there. There's definitely a genre of films that were heavily influenced by heavy drug use during that era, and this is probably one of them.
I was about to say, look at Jane Fonda. She looks crossed already, man. Like I'm sure she was doing something back in the '60s, bro.
All right, let's move on to the last one, and this is Danny's choice, and that's Brian O'Connor with the Skyline. So,
Of course, man. Yeah.
take it away, Danny.
Look, I know it's funny. It's easy to clown on the Fast and Furious franchise, but look, I'm a youngin, as everybody knows. Okay, and this series was my Terminator, right? This was like, I don't want to say Vin Diesel was my Arnold, all right? I'm gonna say Paul Walker was my Arnold, right? So seeing him in these action movies and seeing him in this performance, it really did strike a chord with me when he died, and it really resonated with me in 7 when his tribute happened. So I know that there is a third party out there of this figure, but like it didn't look good to me. And this is honestly an actor that I think deserves a proper 1/6 scale representation. I know asking Yost to make a 1/6 scale Skyline is a very niche one to ask for, but I feel like there's so many of us out there deep down that kind of low-key want one of these, if not the Super, at least, the Skyline or the Charger or whatever you wanted, right? But at least give me a Brian O'Connor. It doesn't have to be this particular image. I would prefer like a Brian O'Connor from like 5. That's my favorite one. Just give me one from 5 with like the black Charger that him and Dom used to rob the money, and
Okay.
that nostalgia void would be filled, man. That's my pick.
Yeah, I was trying to find a picture that didn't like cut off, the cameras there, the shot. because you're cutting off a little bit of Brian O'Connor's face. But yeah, so interesting choices were there, Danny. Adam, what are your thoughts on Danny's pick here?
Yeah, I like the first. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a few of them, and I definitely like the first couple Fast and Furious films. I think there would be a market for this. I think the only thing with this is you can't stop with one of them. You have to get Vin Diesel's character,
Yeah,
and
get
The Rock,
Letty.
Yeah.
and
Hobbs. Yeah.
The sister and all that. Yeah.
What's up, Philly?
And then aren't you going to need like Jazz Inc. to make the vehicles too, 1/6 scale?
In all honesty, dude, if I got one Jazz Inc., if I said, yo, make me one Fast and Furious vehicle, just give me Dom's Charger, right? Just a one scale Dodge Charger with the blower coming out of the. Bro, just give it to me.
Yeah,
We already
I
kind of
think this
had
would
that
be
with
a
the Batman
popular-
2022, so it's not hard.
Yeah. I think this would be a popular choice.
It would. I think so too. I definitely think so. They did the popcorn bucket for AMC for Dominic's Charger, I think. But Austin Nicholas saying, Danny, I'd be in. So
I knew you would be, bro.
Awesome pick, Danny, says Yomo. Philly dropping by. Good evening, fellow friends. Thanks so much for dropping by here, Philly. Greatly appreciate that. Yomo saying the Charger. So he likes the Charger as well.
Yeah.
Chris, what are your thoughts?
Bro, honestly, I'm 100% with Danny on this one. Next to Star Wars, I'm pretty sure Fast and Furious is like my next saga or even series because I've seen them all. And like he said, when Paul Walker passed, that was super, super devastating.
Salute, brother.
Like
Salute.
when I was in high school, I used to be a car guy and soup cars up and do all that stuff. So these movies like really meant a lot to me and bringing that whole family kind of feel together. And the fact that I have a 1/6 scale DeLorean, like if they did one of these cars in 1/6 scale, I would super welcome it. I would pick it up instantly, especially let alone like a Brian, even Vin Diesel. I know like he said they did the third party of this. I know they did a third party Vin Diesel. It does look a little bit off to me. I'd like to see something better before I went and picked something like that up. So I may wait on it. Who knows? Time will tell. But I do know when I was younger, like I used to, and I still to this day, I'm trying to find it and I can't. They were massive. Like I'm talking like at least this. You could have compared it probably to 1/6 scale, but they were RC cars, and they went 40 miles an hour. This was back in early 2000s. I had the Eclipse, that green one, the first one, and then the orange Supra. And so when I first saw that Supra, like, I mean, my mother's like into muscle cars. I was more like on the other side, like Brian's side. That was my dream car for the longest time until obviously I got older and I found like it's an older car. Now they've done the new Supra. I kind of outgrew it, but that's such an iconic car for me. And that film, you know, like you guys have already said with the Charger, I would welcome anything from this line for sure.
Nice. Classy Thomas, how about you?
Oh yeah, a great choice. I'm also a big fan of the Fast franchise, and you know everything about the cars and the family, all the different characters. But yeah, this would be a really good choice. It would be great if they did like a pack that had the car and the figure that was one grouping. And but yeah, this is really, really cool. This is very, very cool. Yeah, we miss you, Paul.
Yeah. How about you, Mario?
I mean, it's actually a breath of fresh air from the big three that we always talk about all the time, you know. So, I really wasn't the biggest Fast and the Furious fans until maybe I started getting more into it probably around Fast 5. You know, when The Rock showed up, then okay, cool, I'm in. But they were fun though, dude, when they first came out. But yeah, interesting choice.
5 is the best one, Mario. Agreed.
It is.
Dude,
I would agree with that. I would
Dude,
agree
5
with
is so rewatchable too, bro. The comedy. It's pretty much just Ocean's 11 with cars, dude. It's
that.
so
Right?
good.
Let's
I
see
have
what
a lot
five
of the
was that
die-cast
the one in
cars,
Rio?
like the smaller die-cast. I have a lot of those cars from that felt like his R35. I even like what's his name? The one that has the McLaren. Shaw. Yeah.
All right, so for all my I didn't expect all y'all to be Fast and Furious fan. Okay, fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, yeah, this is my panel. Okay, let's go, Familia. All right, so aside from the movies, right? Because in my opinion, X wasn't that bad. I actually thought they brought it home with X. Good return to form. What is the best movie based on the cars? Aside from the first movie and the second one, we know that they have really good
That's
cars.
what I was
Well, that's the
gonna
easy
say.
one.
Out of
First one.
like the more like recent ones from like 5 on, like what's the best one with the cars? I think it's 6. 6 has all those imports in Europe, dude.
That's the one.
actually- Yeah,
That's the one Gal
I'll put it
Gadot,
on there,
right?
too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I
It's
watched
been
the
so
least.
long.
The 6th one.
That's the one with the plane at the end, where Dom goes through the nose of it, doesn't have a scratch on him after he flips like 8 times in the fire. Yeah,
What's the one where they
No.
go into space?
that was 9. That is the worst
That was
one.
9.
Nine is
That's not my
Look,
favorite.
I'll say this, bro. As a diehard FNF fan, 9 is the one I've rewatched the least. I've seen it once since theaters, and it's twice. And I was drunk for the second time. Okay, and I hated it worse drunk, bro. How you hate a movie Fast and Furious wise worse when you're drunk? That doesn't make sense.
I think
know-
they redeemed it with 10. Though.
Dude, 10's so good.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't surprised at all that they went to space when it comes to the 9th. Fast Furious movie. I was like, you know, this is not surprising
But
at all. I mean,
9 makes more sense now to me with 10 being there.
Ish. Yeah.
Now 10 was that the one with Helen Mirren in it?
well, she was
Helen
in a
Mirren is a
few.
lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 is the
Yeah.
one with the Aquaman as the villain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which
yeah, I
he's
got you.
funny, dude. He
Dude.
brought that thing to life.
He's the best villain in the series. And I'll say this little side story, right? About 2-3 weeks ago, I had the opportunity and missed out on it, didn't know about it. He was a quarter mile down the road from me, from at my work. He was at a liquor store promoting his new liquor around my hometown, right? So
Oh, okay.
for hours, he was just fucking Aquaman just chilling out, and I didn't know about it, and that really pissed me off. So anyway,
You didn't have your car, Danny?
I had my car. I was at work, bro.
It's crazy. I like him in so
never
much
had your
stuff and not really.
Let's see here. Let me look at the live chat real quick here. Let's see. Just get me kits. Is it Yoast or Use? And I'll be happy with the half figure to pair it. And then Calvin says, I need a 1/6 Skyline. Okay, maybe Eleanor too, says Philly. 5 is great, but can't beat the classic. I lived it because I was in high school and a racing club. Okay.
Oh.
That's interesting. 1999 Civic SI Electric Blue. Also, Nicholas says, I haven't a 67 Mustang.
He sure does.
Eh.
He's real life Dominic Toretto.
Austin, my guy, Figurecraft. It's good to see you, says Mr. Chris. All right. Did everyone go for Danny's? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna skip mine because we're it's going kind of long here. So we're gonna move on to the last one, the last segment here of the show, and it is the Keep, Gift, or Destroy. So we have 3 of you guys, new Figures Talk individuals here tonight. So I'll explain the rules in just a bit here, in case someone's watching this for the first time, right? So let me see here. I'm looking for the little video that I use for this. Okay, so Keep, Gift, or Destroy. So I'm going to reveal 3 figures, one by one, and then there's a figure that you either have to keep, gift, or destroy. So, right, obviously you're keeping it. That's your figure. That's the one that you're going to keep forever. Gift is one that you would have to gift outside of your household. I mean, you're not going to destroy it or anything, but you can't keep it with you. It cannot be your figure, but you can gift it to someone else. As long as they don't live with you, you can gift it. And the last one is destroy. So that's self-explanatory. You'll be destroying the figure. but I'm gonna connect certain things, connected to maybe other characters, maybe other franchises, or whatever the case. I'll tell you what it is because you guys, your choices are different individually. So you give me your choices. I'll show them to you, and then I'll look at the live chat if there's any chats in there, and then I'll get your response, and then we'll move on to the next one, and then the third one, since we have 3 today. So let's begin with, let me see, who's the lucky one here? Let's see. The first one that I have, oh, it's Mr. Mario. Mr. Mario is the first one. Okay. So here's your keep, gift, or destroy, Mr. Mario. So here's your first one. So clown, clown.
Clown, how dare you, sir? Wow.
Well, we know which one he's destroying.
Right? Clone Trooper Jesse. There you go. That's the first one. Now, if you destroy Clone Trooper Jesse, you're destroying all Clone Troopers. So just so you're aware of that. All right.
Okay.
Darth Vader. So that's your second. So if you destroy this one,
particular Vader right here, or like any version?
Any version.
You're destroying all of Darth Vader's if you destroy him. And the last one is Luke Skywalker. If you destroy Luke, you destroy all Luke Skywalkers.
You said that like a supervillain, by the way, Joe. You said Luke Skywalker.
So you played a version of this before. I mean, this one's a little bit more tailored to you, but so those are your choices there, Mr. Mario. So let's look at the live chat before you decide. There's it says Clown Trooper Jesse. So there you go. Okay. That's it for the live chat. So what would be your thoughts there, Mr. Mario?
So you know what? When it comes to the clones, man, I think everyone should be blessed with the gift of a clone. So I'm gonna go ahead and gift our Trooper Jesse. Everybody should have a clone in the connection, man.
All right, so you'll be gifting Clone Trooper Jesse.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys can guess my answer easily, Ben, if you look at my tag, my name and my profile right now. So I'm keeping Vader. I'm going to destroy Luke all day. All day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Vader's my guy. I'm always, I'm about that red lightsaber life. That's me. So hence Darth Brophy, so yeah, man. I'm Vader all the way, dude. Keeping it.
You know what? I thought you were going to destroy the Clone Troopers.
No. I love to do. I mean, if Vader wasn't in the mix, I'd probably keep the Clone Troopers. I mean, I love the clones, man. I really do. I prefer them over the Stormtroopers, and I'm an original trilogy guy myself. But I love the designs of the clones and all of the military design and everything, man. They're great. So, but if Vader's in the mix, man, Vader's got to stay. He ain't going anywhere.
And you do a lot of army building too, don't you, Mario?
When it comes to clones, my actual rule is 1 per because I know there's many that's coming. But if I got different display options, I try to get 1 per each display option. But yeah, I've got a few of them, and they're building up. They're actually building up.
Okay. Philly's saying that's not a bad idea. Let's get Hot Toys on it with those Clown Troopers.
Wow. How dare you, Philly?
Toy Fair exclusive. Maybe a Joker Trooper, says Philly. All right, so that was Mario's choices. You didn't really hesitate too much, actually, but
nope.
Let's go to you guys. Mr. Classic Thomas, what would you pick of those 3?
Doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned. I get it, Star Wars, and I've got the figures I want, so I guess I don't know. Keep Vader, gift Luke, destroy a clone. I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand the clones from the guards to the whatever. So since I really don't get the difference between them, I guess I'll just assume he has on his helmet and I'll just destroy him.
All right.
If he doesn't have a face, it's easy to destroy.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Chris, how about you?
Pretty easy answer for me. Vader's my favorite all time / Anakin. Keep Vader. Gift Luke. That's an iconic character, and I'll destroy the trooper.
Okay, Clown Trooper destroyed. Okay. Adam, how about you?
So the keep and gift is actually tough for me because these are two favorite characters, Vader and Luke. But Luke is my favorite Star Wars character. So I will keep Luke.
Okay.
I will gift Lord Vader. And then, you know what? Just go destroy the clone and just go to Camino and get more clones. So
Okay.
have them grow more. There's a million of these guys.
Right.
So.
It's a nice little loophole there. I expect that from Mr. Classy Thomas
That's
with
right.
his classy loopholes. So, let's see, Danny.
I'm gonna destroy Clown Trooper Jesse.
Okay.
I love the clones just like you do too, Mario, but like I'm more of a trooper guy personally. Stormtrooper, that is. And then I'm gonna gift Skywalker just because you can't destroy all Luke Skywalkers, right? Like Bespin Luke.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Come on, man. Mando Luke and Bespin Luke. Come on, man.
Yeah, they can.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Mario.
Hey, man, come on.
All right, and I'm gonna keep just like you. I'm gonna keep Darth Vader because it's the GOAT, man. You know, you think of top 3 villains of all time in pop culture. What are your top 3? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get Darth Vader, the Joker, and now I would say Thanos. But you know, it really depends who you talk to now. But those two at least, Joker, Darth Vader.
All right. Philly says, great loophole. Just make another clone. So
Now, Gio, you said that all clones would be destroyed, man. So that's why when I didn't want to make that sacrifice. So I was under the impression that if I got rid of Jesse, then all of them would be destroyed. So
no, they are. They would. I was just messing with the whole
that loophole.
situation.
Nah.
They would be destroyed.
I'm gonna make clone troopers of Jar Jar. So be
there you go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Then they really can't shoot straight.
You really want to watch the world burn, don't you, bro?
Oh, wow. Everyone got to go, right? Actually,
Did you go?
I'll do it. I'll do it too. Actually, I will destroy Clone Trooper Jesse.
This is why I'm your co-host.
And I would keep Darth Vader because Darth Vader is top 3 favorite characters of all time for me. Luke Skywalker gift. I mean, Luke Skywalker, great iconic character as well. He'll be like top 10. But Darth Vader is like top 3 for me. So that one was kind of easy for me anyway. All right. So it looks like we're caught up in the live chat. So let's move on to the next one. And the next keep gift to destroy is for Mr. Adam. So here's your keep gift or destroy. Luke Skywalker.
Oh, no.
So that's the first one for you. So if you destroy this Mondo Luke, you're destroying all Luke Skywalkers. Each iteration, every interpretation, destroyed. Next one is Mark 85.
What are you
Iron
doing?
Man. And for this one, I'm doing a little special one for you. So if you destroy this Iron Man, you destroy the original Avengers as well.
All of the Avengers?
The Avengers, all of them?
From let's reference the one. Let's reference the first Avengers movie. So if there was an Avengers in the 2012 original Avengers movie, you're destroying those characters as well. Just
That's
on that,
savage, bro. That's savage.
Just on those.
The MCU is screwed.
The last one is Captain Miller from Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks. If you destroy him, you destroy any figure character that comes from a Steven Spielberg directed film. So that includes Indiana Jones.
Wow.
So those are your 3 picks. So let's go into the live chat.
Oh boy.
Gio's a menace.
Seriously.
So Gio knows that these are some of my favorite Hot Toys, or in the case of Captain Miller, 1/6 scale figures that I own. And in fact, Mando Luke was the first Hot Toys figure I bought. And the Mark 85 Iron Man was the second Hot Toys figure I bought. The kind of see right behind this side here. There you can barely see him. The Saving Private Ryan figure. he's kind of obscured. He's next to Tom Cruise, right behind my head. There's an American flag there. So that's a DID figure, and one of my favorite films, Saving Private Ryan, but by my opinion, the greatest director of all time, Steven Spielberg. So if I destroy Captain Miller, Tom Hanks, then I destroy every character from a Spielberg film. Is that right?
Correct. Either one that has been manufactured or future.
That's just wrong, man. That is just wrong.
Okay. So, all right. So I'll make this first one easy. I'll keep Luke Skywalker, and I'll be consistent because, again, he's my favorite Star Wars character. And Star Wars is the number one. That's since I was 3 or 4 years old. I've loved Star Wars. So we'll keep Luke.
All right.
Okay. Now we're getting into double jeopardy where things really get tense. Do I gift Iron Man knowing that the original Avengers are destroyed and the MCU goes down the drain? Or do I destroy Captain Miller, the greatest war movie in my top 5 greatest films of all time, Saving Private Ryan? We just celebrated the 80th anniversary of D-Day last week, the day that
June 6th.
saved the world, literally saved the world from darkness 80 years ago. The people, all the veterans of World War II, but particularly that day. Oh man! And also knowing that we destroyed Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh man!
So, well, at least you got your keep.
All right, so keep Luke. I'm sorry, Avengers. I gift Tom Hanks and save the Spielberg universe. And I let the MCU go down the drain. Even though you can see my profile picture, I have the Infinity Gauntlet. It just kills me to do it, but Thanos wins.
All right. So, okay. So you're gifting the Spielberg characters, right?
I'm gifting Spielberg and saving all the Spielberg films. Okay. And then I destroy Thanos wins and destroys the Avengers.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So let me look at the live chat real quick here. So we have Kenny Lang says Geo is the real life Thanos. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's much bigger than 6 scale with this one, says Yobo. All right. Chris, what would you pick?
So there is way too much on the line with the Spielberg stuff. I mean, like Adam already mentioned, we need Jaws, Jurassic Park, Transformers, Ready Player One. Like, those are some of my all-time favorite films that I've actually been wanting in the collection. I would love for them to do. So I'm going to go ahead and say keep this guy, even though I don't know if I would collect Saving Private Ryan. I may. It's a good film. But, yeah, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to gift Skywalker because I did it the last time, so I'll still be able to see him. And okay. I guess destroy. I think the other IPs I would rather have over Marvel, and as long as I have Star Wars, I think I'll be happy. I have Vader. I'm good. I'll have some other stuff from all those other IPs. So... yeah,
well, you don't lose Marvel. You just lose the original Avengers.
Yeah.
So
the
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I can live without them. I can live.
Yeah. Remember, Deadpool and Wolverine and Spider-Man are still existing.
Oh,
they can come and they can eventually defeat Thanos.
Yeah, Spider-Man's there.
Yeah.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, this is not too bad. It's not too bad, right? So there you go.
Yeah, good trade. Good trade.
Classy Thomas, how about you?
All right. Gio knows I love to cheat, so here's my cheat. All right. I am going to keep Tom Hanks. I am going to gift Iron Man and the rest of the Avengers to Adam. So now you have them back, Adam. And before I destroy Luke Skywalker, I'm going to go into my hat and to my handy craft bag, and I'm going to make a papier-mâché version of him. I'm going to destroy that, and then I'll just keep the original figure.
Wow.
Love it.
Well, that's a lot of imagination there, Class Tom.
Yeah. Trying to find all the loopholes.
I told you I was going to cheat. You up the game, so I got to up my game too.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. How about you, Mario?
I need to keep the consistency. Luke is still being destroyed. I think I'm going to keep the Avengers and gift Tom Hanks. You know.
Okay.
So, yeah. Again, save the Spielberg universe. And sorry guys, but Luke got to go.
Oh, wow. Just like that, right?
This man hates
Just like
Luke.
that.
All right. Danny, how about you?
I'm gonna destroy Tom Hanks. Sorry, Mr. Hanks. I'm gonna keep Iron Man and with Marvel, just because I have a soft spot for the Avengers. You know, that was, it's my team growing up, man, with the X-Men. So I'm gonna keep the Avengers. I'm gonna gift. What's the third one again?
Destroy.
No,
Luke.
the figure. Luke. Yeah, that's right, Luke. I'm gonna just gift Luke.
Oh, okay.
Now, Danny, why would you destroy me? I got boxed.
Wow. that's a different Tom Hanks, but
Mom always said life was like a box of chocolate. You never
Okay.
know what figure you're gonna get.
I sat on the bench that they used for the filming of Forrest Gump. It's at the Paramount Studios.
Oh, really?
So I
The
sat
actual
down.
bench?
Yeah, the actual bench they used for the filming. Yeah. So that was cool. I think I'm the only one who's left, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm the only one who's left, I believe, right? So, let's see. Keep, gift, destroy. So obviously Luke Skywalker, like I said, top 10 Star Wars, big Star Wars fan. I'm gonna keep him. Steven Spielberg.
Choice.
Steven Spielberg. Oh, you got the Infinity Gauntlet right there. Steven Spielberg, greatest filmmaker of all time, greatest films out there. One of the top films in my list of top films overall in general.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would gift this. And of course, I like the MCU. Love Endgame. A lot of the the prior phase 5 before phase 5, I believe, or phase 4 before phase
Mhm.
phase 4. Those I liked all those movies. Well, most of them, anyways.
Infinity
But
Saga.
right, exactly. There you go, the Infinity Saga. So they're great, but if I'm going to pick between these two, yeah, I would have to destroy them. So very sorry for that, but that would have been my picks there. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, just bring another emoji, laughing emoji. All right, so it looks like we're caught up there. Okay, so now the last one is Mr. Chris. I Collecting Madness. So here's your keep, gift, or destroy. And I don't know how I did here. I did research a bit. I did get some help to try to choose yours, right? So the first one is Henry Cavill, Superman, and I'm gonna connect every single Superman that ever exists or will exist. So if you destroy him, that's what you're destroying.
Ouch.
And the next one will be Anakin Skywalker.
Lord.
And that would be every Anakin Skywalker. I'll leave you Darth Vader,
This is getting heavy.
but all Anakins. And the last one, Harry Potter figures, all of them, any character from Harry Potter. So if you destroy this one, you're destroying all of them, past, future, whatever, 6 scale. So those are your 3 there, Mr. Chris. So let's look at the live chat. Yuma says, "Damn." So there you go. So what would you pick, Chris?
Keep them all. See you, bye.
Okay, so keep them all. That's his loophole right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Anakin for sure, my all-time favorite. Also, favorite, franchise IP, whatever. So Anakin's a must-have, not going anywhere. Gonna gift Superman. That's my favorite superhero of all time. And I could definitely go visit him in a different collection, see him. And I'm gonna destroy Harry Potter, unfortunately. I mean, as much as that one kills me, I lived without the franchise for most part of my life.
Okay.
I think I could live without it. So, yeah.
All right. So there
Curse
you
you,
go.
Gio!
There was your picks there. So, Yomo says keep Anakin, gift Superman, and Voldemort wins, destroy Harry. So that was basically your picks there as well. Adam, what would you pick?
This is a pretty easy one for me. Including Batman, Superman is my second favorite superhero of all time. I have the Christopher Reeve right over there, Hot Toys. I like Cable. He's not my favorite Superman. Christopher Reeve's my favorite Superman, but I would keep him because, again, I love Superman. I would gift Anakin, and for everyone else to live, Harry Potter must die.
Wow.
Destroy Harry Potter.
All right. So he didn't escape you then. So there you go. So,
No.
Danny, how about you?
I'm also going to destroy Harry Potter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're
going to destroy Superman for some reason.
Fuck that. Why would I destroy Superman?
I know.
No, man. No. I'm keeping Soups. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to gift the third one, I guess. I'm going to have to gift Anakin. Even though I don't really want to. I mean, I love Anakin, but like I'm kind of happy with just having the Kenobi Vader in the collection. So that kind of represents Anakin and Darth Vader for me. So I'm okay with gifting this and looking at it at Austin's collection or Joey's collection or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Or your collection. Who cares?
Oh, yeah. Kenny Lang says, poor Harry. And Yomo says, I almost forgot how good the Superman figure looks. The Inart figure, yeah. Mario, what would you pick of those three choices there?
I think Harry's got to go. I have no attachments, so sorry to the Harry Potter fans. That can easily be destroyed. Keep and gift. I really like both Anakin and Superman. But I'm a Star Wars guy, so I'm gonna go and keep Anakin. I'm gonna give Superman.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Chat
This universe
says.
sucks.
Phyllis says 2 of them are iconic heroes, and one of them is just a kid with glasses.
Exactly, Philly.
Okay.
Good point.
Yeah, he was already he was attempted murder twice when he was a kid and then older. So what's a third time?
Yeah. Classy Thomas.
All right. I am going to keep Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
I am going to gift Superman, but when I mail him, I'm going to put the wrong address so it's returned to me.
Thomas always has a loophole with this shit, bro.
Then I'm going to destroy Anakin. However, I'm going to go back to Harry Potter and take the resurrection stone from the Deathly Hallows,
Okay.
and I'm going to bring him back.
Can we issue any disqualifications? I mean, flag on the play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm entertaining the ideas, but he is keeping gifting and destroying these. So, but I like your loopholes, whether they're warranted or actually are valid. That's a different situation, but I like the idea.
Keep it interesting,
So, let's look at the live chat. Let's see. Damn Philly says Yobo, and then here you go, Yobo. Hashtag classy loopholes. So there you go. For me, I think I'm the one who hasn't gone, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, it's going to be. I'm going to keep Anakin. I'm going to gift Superman, and I'm going to destroy Harry Potter. yeah, that would be my picks there. Philly says classy, aka Captain Loophole, a new villain in town. So yeah, there you go. All right, so that's it. So that was the Keep, Gift, or Destroy, guys. I think everyone went. So that was 3 long Keep, Gift, or Destroys. I haven't had 3 in one show, but thank you so much for participating in that. Then we have Chris, I'm so glad I don't have to live like this, right? So
No.
you're not in that world. You're not in that
It's like,
universe. So-
thank God Gio is not CEO of 16 Go, like
right.
selling.
He's destroyed the hobby at this point.
Right.
See, that's why you got a Kobayashi Maru your way through it.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much it. So let me just show this real quick here. So we have the championship matchup, which we did last week, right? So Danny went against Zord, Mr. Patrick, and at the end of the day, Danny retained his title. So what I'm doing for the next one, which will be sometime in July, I don't know exactly when, but sometime in July, I'm gonna do a Figure Stock Championship matchup, which will be a 3-way matchup. I think I've figured a way to make it work, but Danny, you will be trying to retain your title against 2 challengers this time.
Damn.
So in the next
I'm
month,
coming for you, Spotchka. I'm coming for you.
right?
Send them all.
So in the next month and a half, I'm gonna try to recruit some challengers. They have to go against each other to basically get to Danny, right? So there'll be a pair of challengers, and then there'll be another pair of challengers.
Just to clarify, is it me going up against 2 other people?
Yes, for the championship, yes, correct.
Damn, bro, you sending in 2 people to take me down now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
shit.
because you're tough stuff, man.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, so Danny's been champion since January. So he's held his title for like almost half a year now. So So a little bit of a challenge there. So I'll give you guys more details later. I think I have a few people lined up, so I just need a couple more. But I'll give you guys more details in the next Figures Talk episode. And next week, I'm not doing a Figures Talk show. Sunday, June 16th, it is Father's Day. I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing. So I won't be doing a show next Sunday. I don't think I'm doing a Met Report show either, because I'm actually working on a project that is related to this channel. So I may not have any time to do anything. I may do a Figures Talk accessory if there's like a big drop or a big release or announcement or whatever. So I might do that. But that's going to be the situation next weekend. But let me plug you guys' channels. So let's start with Mr. Danny Spotchka. So what do you have going on?
Absolutely nothing, man. Copper Drop on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. CST. Figures Talk on, it seems like we do it like 2 or 3 Sundays out of the month. So every other Sunday, it seems like at 8 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. PST. Other than that, me and Philly have still been trying to work out our 1/6 illustrations show with this tattoo apprenticeship. That's kind of taking up a majority of the time, as it should be. So this is more or less like kind of like just as a niche hobby now. The videos will resume as soon as my apprenticeship is over. You guys will get to catch up with me and what the collection probably looks like by then, which probably is significantly different. So yeah, just stay tuned, stick with it, and you'll probably be seeing a lot more content from me in the coming months.
All right. So thank you again, Danny, for being on here. You're my co-host for Figures Talk. So thanks.
And the champion.
And the champion, of course.
Send them all, you bastards.
Yeah, so it should be interesting to see that 3-way matchup. See how that goes. Next one here we have, where is it? Collecting Madness. Chris, how about you?
So, first and foremost, if you want to see me on a weekly basis that isn't on my channel, I am on Connor's, aka Hot Toys Hotline, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. I believe that's 4 PST. So if you want to do that, we do that live stream, talk figures, do all that stuff that you would see at a lot of people's channel. But it's a fun time to come together. So if you want to do that, as far as what's recently been personally on my channel, I did a review of an older Sideshow figure. It's a hologram figure of Darth Sidious on the Mechno chair. If you want to check that out, I think that's the perfect accessory for Darth Maul. And then I did a collection tour. So basically an update of this year, what all's in the room that you can see behind me as far as my Legos and whatever else you can find in there.
Slick, dude.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for joining us tonight. Greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, dude.
Definitely. Mr. Adam, what do you have going on?
Yeah, so I'm editing, almost done editing. I was working on it earlier today. Video, my top 5 most wanted Star Wars Hot Toys. Now, if you've been watching this and been on the panelists here today, I think you can guess what one of them is going to be, but I'm not going to give you any spoilers. You'll have to see the video.
Hey.
I hope to get that out this week.
All right. So that'll be a Harry Potter Inart figure. That's what I'm
Nice.
gathering there.
That's right.
How about you, Mr. Classy Thomas, SpongeBob SquareBalls? What do you got?
Yes. I am basically every Wednesday I am on the CW for the I keep wanting to call it at midnight. It's After Dark, the After Dark program that's on Wednesdays, and on the every other Thursday. So not this week. This week will be Small Talk, but on the next Thursday, we do we're doing the CW movie night, and so we were talking about some of our favorite movies, and that's me and Chris Porteous, not Porteous, yes Porteous, and I always want to make sure I'm saying his last name correct. We do the thing together. We talk about the movie, and like last week I did my movie. I think I recited verbatim word for word the entire movie.
No.
So I'm trying to pull back on just a little bit of the spoilers, but we want to encourage people to watch movies and to just have a good time. And we want to share maybe some movies that haven't gotten maybe a lot of interest or love, and we just want to kind of expose people to it. So we hope that you will join us on those every other weeks. This next one's going to be a really cool one. I think it's called is it Fire and Ice? It's an animated film, a fantasy one. This is one of it's not my movie this time. This one is going to be Chris's, and I saw a little preview of it on because it streams on. You can get it on Tubi for free. So I actually got a chance to check it out, a little portion of it, and I'm gonna go check out the rest of it. It looks really, really cool. So we do hope you'll join us. And I got a little bit more personal things to take care of, but I'm hoping to then get back into getting some more content. I'll probably be doing a updated collection tour because I've just brought out a whole bunch of new figures. I put up some Maji cases and some other I've got some garage shelves that I'm putting up, so I should have a lot of fun stuff to look at. So once I kind of get that going, I hope that y'all will come and take a look at it with me. And I'm trying to rebrand, so my channel won't be called SpongeBob SquareBalls after I do the rebranding.
Okay.
I'm kind of moving with the Classy Thomas type of thing. So once I do the full rebranding, it probably will be called Classy Thomas something. So I'll either put Classy Thomas Collection, look what Classy Thomas is doing, something, but it's going to have Classy Thomas in it. And it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope you guys will come and participate and join in. and just have fun with me. Because as you can tell, I'm a big goofball, and I love having fun, and I love just kind of getting in there and just messing with people and having a good time. So yeah, I hope you'll come in and join in with me, and we'll just have fun together, because YouTube is supposed to be fun, and there's
Right.
plenty of terrible stuff out in the world that we spend too much time obsessing over. So maybe it's time for us to just have some fun. So come have fun with me when you have a moment.
All right.
Amen.
Well, thank you so much, Classic Thomas. I know you had a long day. You did Ben Thomas's stream, which I know wasn't a short one, and that you did mine here. So thank you so very much for appreciate your time. So thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here, and thank you for inviting me.
Definitely, definitely. The last one here is Mr. Mario El Profesoro. So what do you have going on?
No, first of all, thanks for having me on tonight, man. It's great to stream with everybody here, and great to meet some of you guys for the first time.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, look at these shorts. I haven't done anything on the channel for a while. I've just recently moved. I'm settling in, so I plan to bring Profi Chat back on Monday nights. Whether or not I'll do live, I'm still reconsidering that. I'm considering doing pre-record for Monday nights and maybe do a live stream once a month. But we still LWO still going strong. Dan from Cisco Reviews just hosted last Friday night. So got to hang out with them for like a little bit. Got to see my man Dre come back. I haven't seen him in a while, so that was actually cool to see him. And after that, yeah, sometimes you catch me over on Cisco Mafias on Saturday nights. And yeah, I just recently put out a collection tour about a month ago.
Oh yeah.
If you guys haven't checked that out yet, that's up there too. Shout out to Philly for coming through with that, helping me out with that. And yeah, man, I just had some fun hanging out tonight with y'all, and hope to come back again and maybe consider myself as a competitor to see if I can take down Danny for that title. I want to see what's going on with that.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
I would like to definitely be a part of that if possible.
You know what? Wait, you know what would be cool? The three-way matchup: Danny, Mario, and Zord. That's what I would like to see in a.
So Zord wants a rematch, huh?
Wait, did you just say El Professor and Zord versus? What the fuck, Gio? I thought we were co-hosts, bro. Fuck, dude. It's like, dude, what? You're like, let's see if Danny can survive being shot at by a minigun.
Right.
Let's see what's inside Danny's Spotchka today, huh? Okay, bring it on. Send them all.
All right. Yeah, right. You did say that, right? So there you go. Mario, thank you so much. Thank you so very much for being here. I know we've been trying to coordinate for a while, and glad you finally make it work tonight. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's look at the live chats real quick here. So we have here. Yomo says Happy Father's Day. If I don't see you guys next weekend, thank you so much, Yomo. And then I know you're a new father, so Happy Father's Day again. If I don't
Happy
see
Father's Day to you, Yomo.
Let's see here. Great show tonight, fellas. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate that. Happy Father's Day to those I don't see, says Chris. Thanks, Chris. You too. You have kids? No. Happy Father's Day to newly dad Yemo. So there you go there. Well, next month will be my first Father's Day. Well, congrats there, Chris.
Hey,
Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, she's ready to pop any day, man.
Oh,
Wow,
ready to pop.
okay.
It's amazing.
Congrats, brother.
Nice,
Thank you, guys.
What is a boy, right?
Yes.
But
Yep.
you have a name picked out?
Yep, Noah.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
what's his first hot toy figure gonna be?
Definitely probably Star Wars. I'm
Hey.
stuck with that early.
Hey,
All right.
Nice.
Well, not Harry Potter though, because you destroyed the shadow though.
sending over a baby, a bottle spotchka right over to you, brother.
Wow. Wow. All right, so we're all caught up in the live chat. So the Canon Council, the panel, again, thank you so very much. I appreciate your time. I know a lot of you guys are doing this different time zones, so it's much later for you guys. I know, Mr. Mario, you're around my area, so still kind of late. But thank you so much, guys, for being on here. Greatly appreciate it. And for the live chat, like always, thank you so much for watching live. If you're watching in the replay, also appreciate that. So thank you very, very much. And that is it for tonight's Figures Talk episode. So the next one, it will be Sunday, June 23rd, I believe. June 23rd. I'll give you guys more details on social media for anything that I do within the next week or so. Maybe a Figures Talk accessory if something cool drops. But other than that,
we said June 23rd. I think. Sorry, I'm getting that weekend confused with Deadpool, bro. I hear the 23rd.
Okay.
Bro, that's the full time.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm not doing. I wouldn't do a stream on.
I will say
Deadpool
we can't hold a what do you call it? A championship on July 14th because I will be at the studio for a Flash event. So July 14th and that weekend of the 20th is off. So we'll have to, if we can, Professor O, just saying, you and Zord want to come on. If y'all want to aim for, if it's copacetic for everybody, July 7th, if that works for everybody.
Yeah, we'll coordinate with everyone's dates, see how that works. But yeah, thank you for that, Danny, for letting me know about that. So that's it, everyone. Thanks so much. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys next time.
Peace out, everyone.